we were all here. No,
Beta.
basically Beta's got this.
No, nose goes, no. That's just it. I feel like I do
Oh.
it a lot.
Really?
Do you?
I don't actually remember you having recapped this game.
I
don't think you do.
recapped the forest one to you. Remember where I forgot the giant electric bears?
Oh yeah.
And I'm pretty sure I
Oh.
recapped the one right before we left the city. So
Oh, so so welcoming me back and when I wasn't here. That makes sense why I wouldn't remember.
Right. When I fake through it to Felix, you took over. That's right.
I was about to say the one where you recapped and forgot about the bears. It doesn't count because I also did that recap.
oh, then that means it's Keech's turn.
Do you want to? That is my turn, but if Felix wants to do it, he can do it, of course. You are already
I'm
starting.
Good. I'm good.
Okay. Shit, I don't remember what happened.
Yeah,
no, I do. To some extent. Are you ready, Jowafa?
Yep, we're already recording.
All right. Damn, without letting us know. 3, 2, 1, go. We were exploring the dungeons underneath the mines of Moria, also the mines of the human civilization long lost, and the temple of man. And we fought some spiders. I think this was also the episode where we finished off. We started by hunting down the plant creature thingy that was spitting slimes at us, and that was really easy because I threw a hand axe at it, and it was super weak to hand axes. No one else helped at all, so it was just like me throwing the hand axe, and then it died. Of course, because it was made of wood, so an axe was its like weakness, super weakness. And so after Dante had heroically slain the plant creature all by himself, we went further south and found some spiders underneath a bench down here, among various artifacts always uncovered. I don't think we found any new specific artifacts that we need to bring up here.
The glass cube.
Then we
found a metal cube.
Yep.
Sorry, in the benches.
Did we ever find out what that was, though?
Nope.
No. Okay, that's what I meant. But yeah, so moving on, we defeated some spiders. No biggie, no big spiders. And then we turned a corner and found a humongous spider. And it's sort of, Dante doesn't remember much, but he told people have told him that they slew it after the fact. And I do remember, however, that it implanted some mini spiders inside Dante, and sort of impregnated him. Yeah, nightmare fuel spiders crawling underneath my skin, something like that. I don't remember the lyrics, but moving on, we then hid in a what was it, like a computer room? Was that the server room that we are hiding in? I think so. In here, we slept there overnight. Dante had a magical dream about man and suddenly knows how to both light the room up with his spells and also heal people. So that's going to be useful going forward. We were visited in the night by both slimes and a mysterious creature with red eyes peering through the door but not entering the room. And so we threw some food to it and it didn't pick it up. Because as it turns out later, when we approached what looks like the final inner sanctum of the Temple of Man, we encountered the same red-eyed humanoid thingy standing still in the corner up here in the center of that room. And it awakens. Dante is currently, as we cut off the episode, Dante was trying to shake its paw, to which it then offered him a gun. So that's going to be fun. Did I skip anything? And we lost Beta.
No, you're good.
All right.
I don't remember. I don't remember anything about a giant spider. I selectively forgot about that.
Well, lucky you.
All right.
Yep, so you've entered into a room. After entering a bit into the room, you can see that there are multiple stands with like broken-ish humanoid figures standing within the glass display case stands. On the left-hand side, though, one of which, as you enter the room, gets off its stand. It seems to be mostly intact from its head to its feet, and says, "Surrender and die."
I pick up a stand and begin wielding it, so now I'm a stand user.
I was about to say, are you
What?
Bizarre. How bizarre.
menacing, menacing, menacing,
I don't get
menacing, menacing, menacing.
JoJo Bizarre Adventure.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
That is something we need to get you to watch. Okay,
Did it say surrender and die at the same time? It's not an or statement?
I was going to say, like, usually it's an or.
on top of its head, you can see what appears to be like this glass bulb that appears to be flashing a gray and blue light, and it is making this high-pitched frequency sound that is hurting your ears.
It has a robot fez.
Aw.
Roll for initiative.
Of course.
Of course.
All right.
Like the character.
Ooh.
Nice. All metal, isn't it? Piper's not here. I wonder if he could control it with the one
With the human domination device.
Yeah.
Sorry, the domination device of man.
Mm.
Okay. Oh, so it rolled a 19, but it didn't add it to his initiative.
Oh, I know why. That's my bad.
Oh, yeah.
Like, we're missing somebody.
Select your character.
Yep, I did not select my thing. Do you want to add me manually, or do you want me to just reroll?
I can add you manually. So what's 19 plus what?
That's it. I hit the initiative button, so it should add it. Right?
Plus 0. It says 19 plus 0. So your dex is like a 10 or 11.
Versus mine, which is a +3 because I have a +3 for dex mod.
Stand by. Yes, that's correct. 11.
Very good. All right. So Nistka, you are the first to quickly respond to this creature that has said the word die. It is not referred to as 6, 4, 8, 12, or 20-sided anything.
Wanna die, but do you care about this?
Also, at the start of your turn, make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, a wisdom saving throw. Okay. Saving throw. 15. Not too
15.
bad.
So you are fine.
Good. Good.
Take your turn as normal.
I'm not quite sure what to do.
Who has the light, by the way?
We try to reason with it. I have a light.
Yeah,
We
all
could
the other
also-
lights burnt out as far as I'm aware. Maybe my torch didn't, but that's about. I think
Maybe
everything burned out.
we could say Piper's holding a torch.
Yeah.
Sure.
Let's go here and go here, and I guess we'll attempt. I guess I'll attempt to shoot at it because I don't want to die.
Okay.
Oh, I miss.
Yep.
Luckily, not critically, but I miss.
She pulls out her bow and launches an arrow, pointing it at the visage of man. She gets teary-eyed at the thought of even hurting a creator, and the arrow flies into the darkness. Chuckles. Make a wisdom saving throw.
but I don't want to.
Oh, fair enough. Okay.
Yeah.
You are exempt.
See, I didn't want
But you gotta.
Nice. Cool.
to.
Second
All right,
card.
Never has to roll it again.
Is there any chance that is there any knowledge roll I can make to try and figure out whether or not this thing responds better to bludgeoning versus piercing?
Let me pull up a character sheet. I don't know the no skills. Let's see. History.
No skills.
Knowledge Arcana or Knowledge Spirituality.
Can I roll it on trade?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, good to know. Okay. I will move to engage and then tell Nistka that you know what, pal. Sometimes you miss some, but why don't you take another shot?
Oh, why are you standing there? Just okay. I'll try.
So based upon your analysis of what you know about ancient technologies and the man of lore, and the idea that of how they react to things, they react commonly to how you react to things, to where water tends to disrupt them. So generally what dogs in the old days would use to pee on the legs of men who they found in challenging their owners. And so they're probably weak to pee.
Okay. It's difficult to reach my P device right now. It's encased in armor.
That's why
but does an 11?
An 11
Does an 11
not
hit?
hit. So again,
Okay.
an arrow whizzes past, lodging itself into the wall.
Cool. That's my turn.
Okay. The creature seems to sort of stand looking around, see it like this weird light sort of come out from its eyes as it goes over you guys in a weird gray light and sort of covers the entire room slightly. You can see somewhat of an outline better of what the room looks like from its visage. As you get an idea that how the square room looks, and that there are a few doorways outside showing it a little bit of about maybe 20 feet out from there. It sort of seems to scan upon Piper's not here, so secondary. Which we're not gonna kill Piper. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. As it scans onto Dante and homes in.
Oh, great creation of man, we come in peace. Just ignore my fellows who are attacking you, I guess.
You see it go onto where would be its waist. It grips onto like some sort of metal rod on its side, grips it from its side leg, and you see it holding like this small metal rod that quickly the tip of it begins to surge with blue light. So it's as he
Like electricity.
as he attempts to swing upon you.
Well,
Please do not resist.
I'll try not to.
Dun, dun, dun.
Not resisting equal death?
Does a 13 hit?
I think so. No.
13 does not hit. Alright. So as it swings out at you, you sort of just jump back a bit. Resisting
Blocking with my
arrest.
shield.
Additional deficiency. Increased measures. Dante, make a wisdom saving throw.
I am without crime. I'm innocent. All right. Well, man, forgive me. I punch it.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw, right? Hey.
Jesus. You guys are getting good on your saving throws today. Now if I can get your attack rolls up.
I'll try.
15. 15 hits.
Sweet.
Take your iron rebar as you imitate the motion that the creature created, but your reach is a bit longer as you swipe and you hit it on its side. You can feel a bit of sparks jut out as it just seems to sort of take the bludgeonings and bends a bit as its body begins to sort of unbalance itself. It moves a step and recorrects its balance. Additional penalty, assaulting officer. Increased measures. Its eyes bright up just a bit lighter.
Great.
I go blind.
Nistka.
Okay. Do I have to start with a wisdom saving throw, or can I just?
Yes.
Okay. Wisdom saving throw. Am I still okay?
D12, you pass. Yep.
Good. Maybe DC 10. All right. Why are you guys getting?
Oh, I apologize. Nistka.
Oh, I'm in trouble. So you said I was okay. Oh no, the DM's smiling.
You hear a and
I hear a what? Oh, you. No.
as a slime jumps out from the darkness into the fray.
Of course it did.
All creatures make a dexterity
Should have
saving
attacked
throw,
the darkness.
including my boy.
I think I'm okay.
Oh, were we all supposed to roll?
Yep, everybody
Yeah,
in the
everybody
room.
rolling a dex save. Something tells
Okay.
me the ooze jumped in and just like splattered everywhere a little bit.
Okay, everybody is fine of taking half damage.
Oh.
Except for Robot Boy.
The robot too, right?
Yep. So it splatters about. It gets a little bit on everything. Everything made of metal starts to sizzle a bit. Each of you who succeeded only takes 3 damage. The robot got heavily splattered as it did not dodge out of the way. You can see it begin to sort of bubble a bit on its exoskeleton as it begins to sizzle.
The protector of man, no.
No, save him! Can I like Mr. President him? I don't want
Mr.
to.
President.
I was about to say.
What
I
is
think we're
Mr.
past that.
President, Tim?
That's when you jump in front of a bullet. Come on, guys.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, now it goes
Mr.
to
President!
Mr. Sandman.
Yeah, I was about to say, it was still my turn. So now I've got an ooze next to me. I wonder...
Bring me some Secret Service. Make him the cutest that I've ever seen.
Boom, boom, boom.
Bum, 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 bum.
I guess we'll switch up and try Dagga.
Daggering the little
Do the dagger
slimy
dance.
boy. Okay,
Yeah,
that
Daggering the
hits.
slimy boy.
As it pierces the jelly's ooziness, the knife appears to just like slice into it, but it quickly covers the spot where you slice into it, maintaining its shape. You now have a jellied knife. You now need some bread and some peanut butter.
This is one of those stupid point and click adventure games. Fucking done. I don't want it. I type attack with 1 T. The police officer. Does it? Do I roll something now? Now that it's a point and click? I don't know what happens.
Well, you make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, I don't like doing that. I have to do that too much.
See, you're fine. It's nothing other than a formality. Nothing would happen
Oh, and
if
I
you
had-
were less.
Okay. I also rolled a wisdom saving throw against the slime, getting me wet.
Oh yeah.
Wait.
Okay.
What are you
Now
talking
that I'm
about?
done, rolling my wisdom saving throw phase,
He's done with all the wisecracks. Wait, no.
I know for some. Can I get behind the police officer robot?
You should be able to.
Still 10-foot squares, so I don't see why
Yeah.
not.
I agree. I just wanted to ask. I got a nat 20.
Nice. With what?
My flail.
Whipping out the flail. Hardened it straight into the back. You see it smack into his back and create a large dent as he stumbles forward.
I forget how it works in this. Should I roll another die for crit?
Yeah, you roll double dice, so.
Okay.
And one more d8.
Is it also +1?
No, the static number does not change.
Cool.
So 16 damage. Oof. Okay.
Am I a good boy? Am I a good boy?
Maximum measures detected. Hostile targets engaged. You see it pull up from its other hip. It rips a small thing from it appears like a cup holder, as it holds like another mind control device in its left hand. This one looks a lot more sleek. It
Sweet.
has its arm do a whole 180, so it has the domination device pointed at Chuckles, but continues to have its baton pointed at Dante as it swings at Dante.
Oh, I forgot to cast a spell. No.
15 to
You
hit
didn't
Dante.
cast Shield
It's all
of Faith.
ruined. Sorry?
15 to hit Dante.
And see, the shield would have mattered. God damn it. Yeah, it hit me.
Okay.
You dang kids with your bonus action abilities.
As it swings upon you and you put your shield up to try to block it, barely touches your shield and you feel an intense amount of energy start to course throughout your body as your body begins to shake. You felt something somewhat similar when you were fighting the bears, but this feels very intensive going throughout your body. As you take 12 damage as it just rips through your soul. Felix,
Hi.
the domination device appears to be pointing at you.
Hi.
Does a 23 hit?
No. Yes.
Son of a bitch, I knew I should have given him a +10. Okay. Laser shoots into your shoulder, dealing 7 damage, and shoots a second time, and misses as it hits the wall, and you see the wall sort of, as it blasts it hits it with such an impact that part of the wall crumbles down. Creating
This domination
kind of
device.
level.
It is not as loud as the other domination device.
Yeah, it makes a sound. Sort of like a loud, high frequency, and then it sort of smooths out. It doesn't create the loud bang of Piper's domination device.
Yeah.
Dante.
All right. Does the the man thing look sort of damaged at this point, or how? What's it?
It looks
Its
fairly
status.
bent out of shape a bit. It's it seems to be fairly out of balance. You can see some of its internals inside its armor, to where it looks like it's just filled with more weird, fragiler armor, like plastic armor inside. You're not sure what's creating the core of this.
Okay.
But-
And did we agree that Piper is holding a light source?
Correct. He has a torch.
You're holding a light
'Cause
source, I thought.
But I think if I cast Shield of Faith, it's a concentration spell, and they both are. So I will lose my light source.
Oh, well, it's emitting light.
I guess. I don't think Shield of Faith emits illuminating
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying.
lights for the purpose of the rules.
I'm just saying Police Bot has a light on its head.
Oh, right, yeah. We should be able to see him, but it might be... Either way,
Yeah.
Piper has a light, so I am saying, man, protect me against your own creation, and then I touch myself with my tennis ball to my face. Just hitball it. headbutt it, and then I will swing my weapon at the thing with advantage. Is that correct, Felix? You are doing a little teamwork with me here.
That was the plan, yeah.
Then we will murder.
Okay. 19 hits.
Oh yeah,
2 damage.
glorious 2 damage. Yes,
That was the
Perfect.
plan until you screwed it up.
I screwed it up.
You take your stick, you just sort of swing at it, you hit like the part of the baton, but the fact that you remember touching anything touched the baton, Zach, you sort of like pulled your punch, as it were, as you just tapped its wrist and pulled back.
Seems about right.
Jelly Boy, scooting in close to Nistka over here, attempts to.
Away.
Nom, nom, nom. Look at my chart. My chart is amazing. 19 to hit.
Yeah, it hits everyone in the party.
Okay.
There's
You
no
take
question.
3 bludgeoning and 1 acid damage. As it continues to get onto your clothes, you can feel the sizzling and moistness pierce into your fur.
Ew. I don't want to hug the slime.
In addition, you see from the darkness a green ball of slime pass over through the light, across like this way, and hits onto the floor here.
There's
Oh.
a green slime?
You see that there's a small puddle here that's creating a small bit of sizzle on the ground, but quickly dissipates. Nistka, wisdom save.
Slimes. Gross. Alright. Wisdom save. Ba-doop. 12, okay.
Your 12 is okay.
Yay.
You guys, except for damage, you guys can't roll below a 10.
You got it, buddy.
Alright. I attempt to.
I mean, to be fair, you have 2 people that are actually fairly good at wisdom saving throws. Like, I get +3, Keej gets +3.
I have a +2.
It's almost like you guys
Yeah.
just
Not
like
terrible.
specialize in wisdom.
It's almost like 2 of us, or it's almost like 2 of us had a phobia and 1 of us also had an addiction.
Here. Still within its fighting circle, so
Okay. So you're in the lower right
Not-
square there, okay?
yeah. What was it? Control or Alt?
Alt.
Alternative.
Boy, I'm still visibly there. All right. Attempt to slice at the ooey gooiness.
Okay.
Hey.
Nice. Max damage as it turns into a puddle of goop
Good.
and proceeds and falls onto the floor, similar to this blue jets over here.
You use a different word to describe it.
I apologize.
Did
Ball
just out
of
of
wet,
curiosity-
moist gooiness.
yeah,
Thank
the
you.
wet moist gooiness. Do I still see a green puddle where there was another slime that came through?
Correct. The floor is getting
I-
slippery and sticky, as it were.
It's okay. Careful where you step, guys. I think there's another slimy thing somewhere.
No deal.
Chuckles?
Next.
What is Nistka? Sure. What is Nistka currently holding?
A
Okay.
knife.
All right.
A knife.
There you go, buddy.
Okay. You guys don't get to hear this, but people who watch get to hear it. You finally, the loud siren that's on its head just starts getting into your ears, and you just feel it pierce into you. You suffer from the frightened condition currently. As
Oh, I know
you
about
are-
this.
So you have disadvantage on ability checks, attack rolls while your fear is within line of sight, and you can't willingly move closer.
Okay. Well, it's a good thing, and I can't attack it. It's a good thing that I don't have to attack. Hey, I put my hands on my ears, but still cover myself with my shield, and I go, Dante, make it shut up.
All right.
So take
So an attack roll.
Okay.
13.
13 misses. You swing out at it, and you just trying to keep your distance. You just swing the darkness in between you.
No,
Mhm.
Dante, not Mrs. Mister, not Mrs.
Oh, I misheard you.
Damn it. All right. I'm gonna get laser beamed.
Target resisting arrest. Maximum. You see as it points the gun at you, it turns it on its side menacingly.
Oh, it means business now.
Welcome to the streets, motherfucker.
Hits. And Felix, you take 8 more energy damage.
Cool.
And shoots a second time at the same spot. 7 more damage on top of that.
Okay.
Okay, and baton swing at Dante. As it steps closer towards you menacingly.
Oh, I now have the
Amazing.
I have the down status.
As for you take 7 lightning damage.
Ooh, so does he.
I take 7 lightning damage.
Correct.
Yeah, that puts me at the zeros.
Yep. Welcome to the club, Keith.
Okay,
We have-
Dante,
we have
make a
checked.
death save.
Right. Just a straight D20.
The robot with all its mighty weapons overtaking the weak retaliations of the Pugmire. Wait, rolling 2d20, keep bias?
He's cheating.
What?
Oh, you did the second one. Looked like you did your macro of rolling 2d20, keep bias plus 3.
No, that's the previous roll.
Okay. 7, so 1 failure.
Yeah.
Niska.
Let's see.
And since the light source is concentration check, the light goes out. Piper,
Oh, the light already went out.
Oh, yeah.
Eh,
But luckily, Piper's here holding a torch. Not being very helpful.
Stop playing around.
Go
A
ahead.
call of dear Captain.
We're going to
Get up,
go
you
and
coward.
try to stabby it. We're going to try to reset it. I mean, turn it off. It'll be fine.
Yeah,
18 hit the robot.
correct. With your knife covered in jelly, you stab into its inner arbors, hitting into its cores that you hear a large amount of sizzling from inside of it. It turns towards you and goes, additional. What would it call you?
Additional
Perpetrator. Additional perpetrator.
assailants?
Threat?
Additional threat identified.
Threat detected?
There we go. I was trying to think of threat. Additional threat identified.
Okay.
Hey, I get up. Wait, no, I don't. Yes, I do.
Oh,
Yep,
we have Misty.
a critical success. So as Felix, with the sirens blaring into his ear, just sort of hears the sound, feels the wetness under his body as he looks at his paw, covered in his own blood. He forces himself awake out of fear of his own fur getting covered in wetness and the sound of the siren preventing him from getting a good night's sleep. He rises to the occasion.
When there's no more room in hell, Chuckles walks the earth again.
So you're up
Nice.
with 1 hit point.
A very long line.
I thought when you rolled a nat 20, you get one of your hit dice back. Is that incorrect?
It is incorrect. You get up
Okay,
with
ignore the
1 hit
D10
point.
roll. Okay, do I have a full action?
Yep, you have your full turn.
Piper,
But he's
do it
prone?
again.
Or no?
So it's what, 15 feet to get to the other side of it, other diagonal,
Yeah.
or 10 feet. So even if I stand up and take half my movement standing up, I can make it. So I step over here, staying within its threatened area. I go, Nistka stabs this damn thing for the love of man. So take an action.
Beta.
Beta.
Yeah. I do. Oh, you're having me stab things. Okay.
Yes, because you have advantage and sneak attack dice and a goo-covered knife. It's your job.
1 second. Character sheet. Come back.
Baby, come
There
back.
you are. All right. Roll number 1. And then roll number 2.
Okay, well, first one hits. So
Yep.
roll additional d6 for your sneak attack.
Fair enough. Yep. 1d6. Yeah.
Yeah!
10
You
damage. Pipe.
With your knife just recently pulled out, you remember the spot, you just quickly go back in, shanking it like the son of a bitch it is, as you just pierce into the same spot and swing down. It proceeds to, as you feel like you're cutting through different like little bits of like rubber, you pierce down and you see its top half start to fall off its lower half as its torso crashes down to the floor. Siren still blazing, its legs just sort of standing there. As it lets go of its limbs and lies there, Siren continuing to blaze.
I begin undoing the bottom half of my armor. May take a while. That was all my turn. I'm done. I'm just getting ready to pee on it. I know it's weak to pee. It seems immobilized now. I need to make sure it doesn't get back up.
Save me.
No! Save yourself, I did.
Hey, you hear another
Man, I see you lights.
as another yellow splurge enters into
I'm
the frame.
coming home.
Dante, death save.
Well, I did.
Oh. I'm not. Oh,
Man
Jude
is
fails.
telling me to sit.
Nistka.
Yeah.
Nistka, get the special goo out of his bag.
Oh. Oh, out of Kiji's bag? Would you allow that? Can I roll?
Please.
Can I roll a what is it? Medicine check to
Yeah.
try to.
Oh, I mean, honestly, what I did last time he went down like this, because he always goes down, because Geej. I just went into his bag and got the medicine out so that Piper could use it, so that he didn't have to do a move check to take it out of the bag.
Yeah.
Oh, fair
Using an
enough.
item is using an item.
Okay.
You don't need no roll.
So I
believe
take out
that's-
the salve.
Yeah, you take out the little bandage wraps as you place it over the major parts of his injuries, although most of his injuries are internal from, but we're not going to get into that. As you place the wraps over where he got hit, they proceed to sort of like go from being of a very big reddish color over his fur to sort of going back to a regular sort of palish. As you recover 1d4 plus 1 hit points.
As a reminder for both the viewers and myself, we only have 3 of those left, correct? Because there were
Correct.
5 of them?
There were 5 to begin with. That's the second rule. 2 hit points.
Oh, 1d4 plus 1.
Correct.
Yeah.
Nistka, thank you.
Falling over. But yay!
It's like me.
All right.
Think man.
So,
We got another
Jowafa,
goo boy.
Yeah.
I would like to take the mental dominator that just shot me a couple times and try and point it at the ooze, because there's no way in hell I want to get close to it with 1 HP.
Very good. Okay.
Would you like me to roll with disadvantage?
Yes.
Thank you.
Actually, for a weapon, you just roll without proficiency. I believe. with a weapon you're not proficient in.
Does a 2 hit?
It does not. So as you pull it up, trying to mirror what Piper did and your memories do, you pointed at it, you pull on, you sort of squeeze your hand because you're like, attack! And it just, the recoil just shoots out everywhere as it sort of whips your hand back.
Okay.
And blasts into the wall. Nistka,
Yeah.
it attempts to gwomp you.
Oh, this is a no glomping zone.
Well, it attempted to glomp, and you brought up your knife as it sort of jumps up and sort of slash at him, pushing it back as you're dueling a glompy boy. We're going to remove you
Gross.
from initiative. Dante.
Oh. Right. So I will first of all remember to take down my spell points here, but I'm casting a heal on myself, and as it's not my turn, I will go in and look what kind of roll that is, but that is happening, and then I will smack the thing with my iron rebar.
Very good.
Moving over here. I don't think I can get into flanking with that move, so it'll be on the side. And
Hey, nice.
ooh,
Very fancy.
Nice. Whack that boy. You take your rebar, and with an actually blunt weapon, you just smash into it, crushing it.
Nice.
Wrong thing. Give me this guy. Okay. Nistka.
Is there another thing?
Yep.
Why don't I see the other thing? I just see one Uzi that has an X and a robot that has an X.
There have been contextual clues that there is another enemy.
That is fair.
yeah.
With Piper being here, how far does the should say with Piper being here, how far does the light go over here?
It is 10 feet from Piper.
Feet from Piper.
So a square.
Yeah. Said there was ooze that went this way, but we can't see that way. Torches. Dante, where are you? Oh, you're rolling for your health.
Going for a Scooby Snacks.
Eh.
You're gonna get me copyrighted, Keach. Those are
Keach,
generic dog treats of joy.
Keach, did you use Cure Light Wounds?
Cure wounds.
Yeah, that is an action.
You are correct.
So I know that there was green ooze that went this way.
I will trade that instead then for a shield of faith again.
Okay.
And not take the health.
Okay.
Could I say a ready action that if anything slings our way, that I fire into the direction that the stuff comes from?
Sure. You can do something.
I can't see
Chuckles.
in these directions.
All right. So we about to get goofy in here.
Yuck.
The defender of man, the what? Why can't I think? The lighthouse on its head. Does it look like it can be detached?
Potentially, you would have to take a bit of time to examine it and try to figure out how to get it off.
Okay. So it doesn't look like it's just magnetized on there?
Correct.
Okay, cool. In that case, we're not going to get goofy. I'm going to run past Piper, grab the torch out of his hand, and move over here.
Very good.
Wait, 10, 20, 30. Wait,
Back up one space.
if I go on all fours, can I make that one move action? Or can I grab it? I'm trying to. I'm here. So not that much.
I don't know how to take back reveals, so we're going with that.
No worries. Yeah. And then, what action was it to grab the torch from him?
I'd say a bonus action.
Cool. I will then go defensive stance.
Very good. Dodgy McDodge fuck. You could always take the dash action, double your movement.
Yeah, you're right. I'm doing that. So 10, 20, 30. Let me check something. 40, 50.
Yeah. That works.
Another one of them plant motherfuckers is down here, boys.
You see a large arrangement of vines to your front right.
Vines are still dead.
Don't worry, I got the hand axe.
Dante.
So I have a question here. It says on the cure wounds, when laying your paw upon a living character, you channel positive energy that stores 1d8 points plus spellcasting. An additional 1d8 is rolled for every additional spell slot used when casting cure wounds. Does that mean then that I can just say I want to use 3 spell slots for this action and then heal 3d8?
Yes.
For example?
Yes.
Because that seems action efficient. Okay. And does this have a range? It has a touch
It's a
range.
touch.
Okay. So I will move myself here, stand behind Chuckles, and lightly touch it the back of his head with my tennis ball, like boop. And then he heals 3d8 plus 1.
Okay.
So A, awesome. B, it looks like my character is a bit startled, but he goes, "Oh, we're kidding about man coming to you, teaching you how to heal."
Man, it protects you, Chuckles. Let me see if this works. Like, oh, it didn't harm you. I don't know what this thing does anymore. Who knows? It was a good thing that time.
Next time, he does harm. Here, I'll help. Dead.
I'm from the government and I'm here to help.
Yeah. Thank
Hey.
you, Dante.
Oh, here we go. 3d8. Okay, 8
Yeah.
plus 14. Nice.
Yeah, he just full healed me, so that's pretty good.
Yeah.
So Chuckles.
I need to
So
there.
you see a slight glow from its throat as a green sort of goo sort of goes up along this plant creature vine's throat up into its maw and spits out towards you and misses right to your left hand side as you see a big bubbly green bit of acid quickly tearing into the flooring.
Suck it, nerd.
Nistka.
And it hits Dante in the face.
Looks absolutely delicious to Dante. Dante slams his face into that shit.
35 or a 35, so 25. Take a pot shot at the plant.
Very good.
But it's not a potted plant.
Ooh, nice shot. As your arrow pierces into the darkness as it goes into what sounds like a squish sound as you hear "Rah!" as something screeches out into the night.
Again! You shot me again!
Everybody. Okay.
I did?
No, you didn't. You're good. I'm
Chuckles and Actually,
So to say, I don't think I was even aiming at you.
Chuckles and Dante, make a strength saving throw.
Okay.
That, as much as that's probably plenty, that should have been better.
I thought you were. Oh, you don't have a 16 strength, Notes.
Oh, you're right. Wait, what is happening? Okay, that's added in. All right, we're cool. I'm proficient in it, so it's the +2 from proficiency.
Okay. And so both of you, as you're looking at it, you can feel a little bit of rumble underneath your feet as you see vines creak out through the concrete beneath you and start to wrap around your legs. But with your mighty thighs of glorious pugmiriness, you just rip through the vines as you move about. Chuckles, proceed with your turn.
I want to call them Mighty Thews, please.
Use.
Yeah. THEWS. Well, beep. Oh. Okay, well. I miss with my beam. And then I get closer. In that order. So I don't shoot with disadvantage. Or whatever happens when you shoot melee in this one.
I don't think there's any penalty.
There is a penalty. If you shoot with a ranged weapon when there is an enemy within 5 feet of you, you shoot with disadvantage.
I was wrong.
Because you're dodging while trying to aim a bow or something.
Yeah.
The reason I'm using this significantly less useful in this instance weapon in this situation is because I was informed by my dungeon master that he has a house rule that if you roll a nat 20 with a weapon you don't know how to use, you gain proficiency with it. So I am trying to maximize usage.
Dante.
Sounds cool. And so I will pull out my hand axe of plant slaying and chuck it at the thing.
Hand axe, I lunch.
Let me see. It hits for max damage.
Oh shit!
It is an axe of
Nice.
plant slaying.
As it lands into the vines, you can hear as it appears to be. Something appears to be caught in its throat.
All right, and then I will say whoop 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 and run this
Not that
sideways this way
That makes sense.
and hide over here.
Hey, Jawarfa. By any chance, would you divulge to me the damage of my cauterizing ray?
If you ever hit with it, yes.
Okay, cool. That is why my I tried to click the thing that I have for it already, and the auto roller failed because it has no damage type. But that's fine. I will just put in a damage type of 1, and then we'll know when it comes up to check. All right,
Okay.
cool.
So the vine attempts to bring up some goo, but it gets caught in the middle of its throat, and the pressure begins to excess, and splatters as its throat is completely destroyed with goop. Chuckles, make a dexterity saving throw. Okay. Only half damage. So as you die, 7 divided by 2, so 3 damage. 3 acid damage as its throat explodes and acid covers onto the floor as you slip back, getting partially covered. And the creature dies.
The hand axe did it again.
Motherfucker.
I try and recover the hand axe and get it to. I try to wash it.
With what?
It sounds to me like the hand axe would be destroyed from this thing exploding all over it. Maybe.
It's
a magical weapon.
I guess the hand axe deserves a name at this point.
It is
It's a
heavily
hand axe
corroded
on-
at this point as it is covered with goop that has been sizzling upon it.
Okay,
I will name it Former Glory.
I will say that instead of reaching in and grabbing it, you see my character go, no, 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 no. No.
Would you rather I grab it, Mr.
Sure.
Squeamish?
I'll go get
Okay.
it. I'll get it.
Oh,
I think it's Beta's hand axe to begin with.
it is. I lent it to
Fine.
Keith a while ago.
Jowafa,
It was a gift.
While they're
Yeah,
doing
there
that,
you go.
I'm gonna just walk the perimeter of the room to make sure there's no more hidden enemies.
Very good. Sort of walk around, and as you're walking through, you can see that there are plenty of other. Oh, that's how you can determine the. I'm like, how do you know the shape of this room?
Yeah.
You can see the outside. Okay. As you sort of walk through, you can see that there's plenty of more stands with more damaged, like siren boys, but none of which are operational. Most of which have been damaged or bludgeoned in or been disassembled.
Actually, now that you mention that, I'm gonna go around and check for any dominators that are hidden in a satchel-like area that I saw this one pull its out of.
Very good. Make a search check for me.
Wait, I do clean off my my dagger that got jellified. Like that's the
Okay.
first thing, so it doesn't continue sizzling.
Okay. You go onto the side of each of these different things, and those actually have hips around, and one of which appears to have one, but as you grab onto it, it appears to be heavily, like, securely attached. Like, you pull backwards, you pull upwards, it seems to be almost like welded in.
Got it. I'm just gonna sit there and stare at it and poke at it, see if I can figure anything out. But I expect that it might be difficult.
Okay.
I will call Dante over as soon as he's done stuffing.
Sure. I was going to search too, of course. So, what's up, Chuckles?
Oh, follower of man, do you know how to relieve its defenders of their armaments?
Let me see. Have you tried violence?
No.
Also, Jowafa, is the one wand that had the electricity still on the ground next to the robot that fell over?
It is.
Oh,
I picked
When
that
she-
up.
I walk over here so she can see what she's doing.
Oh, thank you.
Very good.
Is there anything? Can I investigate it to see how it was lighting up? Because I assume it's not still glowing.
It would take a short rest, similar to the fire extinguisher.
Oh, gotcha. All right. Well, then I will put it away until then.
All right. Looks like we got a door to the north and an avenue of exploration potentially down here as well.
Well, we should finish up finding stuff here. So, have we searched everything, Jowafa? Can everyone else roll a search check, or how does that work?
I already rolled my search check for what I care about, so I'll hand you the torch, and I'm going to go over to this door, and whenever you're done searching, I'll roll a notice check to try and listen at the door.
Okay. You find nothing of any particular interest other than just seeing that each of the individual humanoid things seem to have a very similar aesthetic, almost like they are very exactly copied. Like you've seen like smiths make swords, and they've always been like slightly different off, but these all seem to be almost like perfect replications.
Yeah. Okay. And we did not manage to dislodge the weapon from the one of them, so...
Correct.
Correct?
Correct.
So I will attempt to help Chuckles with that, or my solution here is to bring out the other artifact of man and try to smash it free
The other artifact of man just
with the fire extinguisher.
Yeah, he's using
Oh.
it. Yeah.
The fire extinguisher.
Fair enough.
Okay. Make a strength check for me.
Sure.
Okay. So you beat on it and beat on it sort of hip, trying to see where it's lodged in. You're just sort of denting it out, and basically, as you smack it like a bunch of times with all your might, you eventually knock off its entire leg. The statue falls over, and you now have a leg with seems like a artifact of man attached to the top of it. You still attempt to pull on it, but it just does not release from whatever's holding it.
Can this thing be used as a mace?
In a similar, yes. Exotic weapon.
Sure.
Leg.
Wait. When you use it, is it
Oh,
a feat of strength?
Oh. I will walk over to Chuckles while he's watching the door and just like poke him on the shoulder and hand him the leg with the thing attached. I got your weapon for you.
Wait. You said it's a leg? So you got the leg up on somebody?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
But Dante, this is only the first leg of getting this taken care of. We need to extract the weapon.
I would say that there will be several steps to this journey.
This is only step 1 of this process.
Yeah.
Nice. So,
All right, Chuckles, you may examine the thing.
Several feet
expand?
later.
To expand our armory thigh, we'll find out how to open this. All right.
okay. You listen in at the door, and you can hear what sounds like a bit of a buzzing sound, like it's like a large fly.
Like a transformer. Got it. No, it sounds like some bad things in there. Loud buzzing noise.
It is difficult to interpret because, unfortunately, the siren on top of the head of the one thing is still on.
Oh,
Oh,
Right.
really?
It is never turned off.
Can we attempt to turn it off?
How would you like your character attempt to do that?
wait, I know this one.
Well.
Guys, I've heard about this. I removed the bottom part of my armor.
Oh, okay.
Very good.
I know their weakness. I got this.
Okay, good. Describe how it goes.
All right. Well, I will approach the artifact of man, and I will aim my liquid cannon at the offending cranial appendage, and I will attempt to silence it using the bane of its existence. The P. The hydro cannon.
The hydrophobe is wielding a giant water gun.
It's
I'm
not
not getting
giant. Okay.
I'm
It's
just
an average size
the
water.
irony.
Oh, so
I just
the water blast hits upon the creature. You hear a loud bzzz sound as something is like makes a large pop sound, and the siren dies down.
man has taught us well. He suffers what we suffer.
The power
I make a
of
mental
water.
note. This worked. Impressive, Chuckles. I did not know you had such knowledge of man.
Only the applicable stuff. All right,
So
I begin
we found
applying
holy
my
water.
bottom armor again.
Hmm.
All right. Well,
The
it's going
teachings
to
of
take me.
Chuckles.
It's going to take me about 5 minutes to put this on. So, you guys have fun.
5 minutes pass.
Okay. All right. So we can either head to this area or try and see what's buzzing behind this door.
Let's see what the buzz is all about.
What's the buzz? Tell me what's a happening. What's the buzz? Tell me what's a happening. All right. I will wait for everyone to get into a position they're happy with.
Yep.
I've since recovered the torch from Piper, by the way.
Piper should still move up with the group so he's not left behind.
I disagree. Leave him in darkness.
Okay, everyone good?
Hello, darkness, my
Yep.
friend.
I will proceed
I'm
to.
coming
Yeah.
to talk with you.
Let
Whoa.
me see if I can find my description here.
Oh,
Okay. This room seems to contain a central, large wall backed with large, like similar to the plastic artifacts you have been finding, but these ones appear to have like random images on them. Like some of them appear to be gray black fuzz. Some of which appear to be like parts of like a corridor where you can see like vines and stuff. They have different items on each of the different monitors. Appear to be about a dozen monitors, all of which are just showing different like images of different locations throughout what based on the architecture, looks to be with around the dungeon. To your left-hand side, you can see what appears to be a large metal box with a weird latch on the front. The buzzing
Treasure
sound
chest
appears to be
available
coming
to them.
from the back wall.
This is a bit of an odd question. Is there any like soot from the laser discharge?
Laser discharge.
Yeah, when he was shooting around with his laser, is there any like soot or anything like that? Oh wait, I have an idea. Okay, I'm going to. Is there anything that's like looks like there's a table there, something like that?
There's something like sort of like a desk that
Okay.
all these monitors are sort of resting upon.
Okay, can I get underneath that desk?
Sure.
Cool. I'm going to take my torch underneath that desk, and the walls are still stone, right?
Correct.
Okay. I'm going to put the torch near the wall so that the soot from the torch goes on the wall. And then I'm going to put the torch somewhere safe, and I'm going to write Chuckles, Dante, Nistka, Piper got here first. And then I'm going to step out and begin perusing the room.
What are you
Just-
doing, Chuckles?
Apparently
I-
marking his territory in a different way.
I know that we are clearing this area for someone else. I also know that before we can become true members of the guild and are allowed into this forest, we need to showcase our talents. So when our friends come here and claim that they found this place first, devoid of all enemies, I'm going to say, check underneath the desk.
Which desk?
Clever. It's
In the
not about getting
centermost
there
room.
first, Chuckles. It's about doing the best you can do.
And the best we can do is to rise through the ranks so that we can do more, Dante. Not let ourselves be held back because we want to make someone else look good.
Dante just
All
wants
right,
to do
if you
man's
say
work.
so.
Whatever makes you kids happy.
But yeah, I will
So
go back
let's
to my,
search the room.
yeah, I'm going back to my tradition of just moving around with the torch and letting them peruse things.
Checking real quick, but you said one of the screens looked like it was viewing other rooms, like flashing or having several boxes.
Yeah, it looks like it's like based upon how the walls look and how the floor looks. It looks like it's like as similar architecture as to what's you've been seeing around.
Maybe you said, I thought you meant something on the monitor. It looked like other rooms that we visited. I said this
Potentially.
was like okay.
Do we see any living things on the screens?
You do not. You basically just see hallways of lack of motion.
Okay. Niska, do you want to roll a search check with me?
Sure. Why not?
I need your keen eyes on this one.
Oh, I have keen eyes, but let's see what we can find, if anything. It's moderate.
Keener than mine.
All right, 13 to look around.
Okay. The room doesn't appear to have much more into it other than the metal box and the monitors upon the desk. Although most of these machineries appear to have a heavy amount of plastic imbued in them.
I don't break these
All right.
ones, considering they seem
Yeah.
to be operational.
Yeah.
So,
No, for sure.
I
We're
think
not looting these. They are far too valuable if they're operational. So we
That
are
being-
careful not to touch anything.
Yeah. Except that box that you mentioned with the funny latch on the front, right?
Mhm.
I want to look at
yeah,
Okay.
one looks like it's a treasure chest. Does the latch look like it's a flip latch or like it's a keyhole?
It looks like a flip, but there's this weird metal bar that's just sort of half on it. So it appears to have like a small metal piece that's sort of curved down and sort of hanging into the latch.
Can you like grab onto it and lift it with that? Is it a handle?
When you attempt to do that, you lift up and the metal catches onto the metal bar. that's on the latch.
Oh, out of curiosity, is there a piece of metal along that bar that looks like you could push it to then lift it?
Maybe. You attempt to do that?
Sure.
So as you press in, the bar sort of moves out of the way of the latch, and your latch is able to lift up. Right.
Inside.
Inside, you can see what appears to be a strange circlet. Circlet seems to have like two weird plastic pieces that sort of are attached onto like one of the fronts, and the circlet doesn't appear to go all the way around.
Yeah, it's headphones.
Actually, no. You guys have seen something. This almost appears to look like glasses, like similar to the glasses case you had found earlier.
Oh.
In addition, you can see what appears to be a blue metal orb that is glowing lightly. You see what appears to be sort of some black clothing almost. It appears to be heavy when you touch it. And you can see what appear to be a pair of boots that also appear to be colored black.
All right, this appears to be my wheelhouse now. That looks like armor.
But the blue thing though.
Yeah, I carry.
That seems like it's constantly glowing. Does it look like it's emitting a lot of light, or
Looks
is
like
it just
it's emitting a low light. Like it's
a low light?
like it's creating its own light, but not necessarily like a 5 foot like a flashlight would or a torch would, but more or less like a fake glow, like you like similar to how like people could see you, but you wouldn't be able to use it to illuminate a room.
Well, I say that these seem to be fairly good spoils to take back to town, and we can leave the rest.
For sure.
I would like to. Jeef. Oh, okay. That's something I still need to figure out about it. Okay, so for my next rest, I'm going to be looking at the gun, but the one after that, I am cool with looking at these unless the rest of the party wants to determine what they're doing during their short rests.
Thinking of picking up the low light orb, unless Dante wants it.
No,
Could be
you
something
go ahead.
holy.
Of course it's holy.
It's glowing.
All of it is.
Okay.
But there's so much holy stuff here that I can't claim all of it. We gotta spread it out a bit. Nistka,
right.
for the record, did you write down a leg with a laser gun attached to it?
Oh no,
Robot
that's in
leg
my
with laser
inventory.
gun?
Yeah, no, I didn't write that
just
one
as long as
down.
you wrote it down.
Yeah, no,
Just as
I
long as someone
wrote
wrote it
down.
down.
I wrote down. I've got a glowing or a stick that could potentially glow, which was the thing with the electric stuff at the end.
Yeah.
And now I've got a low light orb.
Okay. Did you write down the suit of armor then, Felix?
Yep, I put guard uniform.
When you touch the
Yes.
the blue orb, when you touch it, it almost looks like lightning bolts sort of comes out to your hands. You sort of reach back and the light sort of goes back, but you don't feel any pain.
Curiosity: is this orb attached to a rectangle or square unit underneath, or is it just an orb?
It's just an orb.
Okay, this is cool.
I got no clue what that is.
Does it start to shock me when I grab the guard uniform?
It does not.
Okay. Well, once they're done messing with the orb, I'm going to start heading in this direction. But I am going to wait until they're done messing with the orb.
I'm sure if we were doing anything else with the orb. I was just.
Well, I was going to say, if you guys leave it behind, I will attempt to retrieve it.
Oh no, I was taking the orb. That's why when I picked it up, you like it.
Jowafa's specific description, your character never grabbed it. You started to grab it, lightning came out, and your hand pulled back.
Didn't zap
So
me.
So
Exactly.
did you
Oh.
want to insist on grabbing it then?
Yeah. Let's see what
Beta.
happens. Yep.
So as you grab it and you see the lightning start to come out, you restrict your instinctive response to pull back. As you hold it, you can see like little lightning bolts sort of zip upon the edge of the orb, but doesn't pierce through the orb to touch you. You can almost feel like a well of energy sort of encompassing you.
So I very carefully put it in a bag. Well, this is different. This might actually be something Piper might want to experiment with. But okay. I have the glowing electrical sphere.
Very good.
By the way, Jowafa, I have marked down that the laser gun has taken 6 shots so far. Do I need to track that, or do you not care?
I don't care.
Okay. I will remove that note then.
Mhm.
Okay. So now that she has acquired the orb and has punched her microphone, I will proceed down this way.
Did I punch the microphone? My bad.
Yeah, did anyone take
Dave?
anything other than the orb and the armor?
Was
The
there
rest
anything else?
is
in that box?
machinery,
There was
like
boots.
stationary machinery,
Boots and
right?
glasses.
Or the boots.
Oh,
Oh,
eyeglasses.
yeah. Sorry, I'll take those too. Those are part of the uniform to me. That's why I'm okay. I'll write them
yeah,
down
I would
specifically.
assume so.
Alright.
And is the box was made of plastic?
Metal.
It's a big box.
Oh, it's just metal.
Who gives a shit about metal?
It's like solid
It's just
gold.
metal.
Actually, you know what? I'll try on the glasses to see if anything looks different.
Okay. So when you put on the glasses, the shades appear to be a sort of a blue light, so you can sort of see everything in sort of a bluish. Also, while you're wearing the glasses, you can actually see the entirety of the room fairly clearly. The torch has sort of been like lighting it slightly, but you can pretty see fairly clearly in this room. And each time you sort of look at your comrades, you see them sort of outlined in a blue outline, being able to easily identify them, even though they're slightly obscured in shadow.
Cool.
Nice.
So,
well, the
I
guard
would
boot.
consider that enough to basically reveal the rest of this thing. So it is a circlet of revealing. It highlights a small window circle over living creatures within a field of view. Due to the blue light, this gives the wearer dark vision up to 60 feet and a +1 to ranged attacks.
Does it on a scale of 1 to 10? How much cooler does he look with the sunglasses on?
I'd say a 6.
Only a 6? Okay, not the best sunglasses then.
And
Like,
the boots don't
They
fit.
look like Stanley glasses.
The boots don't
Okay.
fit me, right? Because I have dog feet.
Are you attempting to put on the boots?
Sure.
Okay. You put on the boots,
die.
despite the fact they feel like they are made of metal, they feel fairly light. When you put them on, a small blue light shines under you just for a second and then disappears. And you feel as though like you're like walking on air, like you were able to feel like the ground essentially before, but now it just sort of feels like you're like walking on fluff.
Wait.
So, while wearing these boots, you are not subject to difficult terrain, and you are unaffected by ground surfaces such as oil slicks or tacks unless they are more than a half-foot deep/tall.
Kim immune to water, like stepping in
Oh,
water.
I'm not getting rid of these. These are mine. That is exactly what I thought of.
I was going to say like, oh, bless you.
Like,
You
they
can
wouldn't
get a
let
water
you
too.
walk on a lake, but say it's a puddle.
Yeah. Yeah. You said 1 foot deep is the limit of their ability, and we
half
cool
foot
with that.
deep, 6 inches.
Half foot.
Half
Okay. I will put that correctly. Half foot deep. Okay. And I like the glasses, but at some point in the future, I may be convinced to release the glasses. The boots are mine. They're mine.
I'm say the glasses might be really cool to actually see things and
Yeah,
flow.
It's nice for me to have because I'm leading usually, but the +1 to hit with ranged attacks, I don't know someone who specializes in that, but that's pretty damn good. Like
Pretty
in
good.
D&D, yeah, in D&D 5e, you don't really get anything that's plus to hit, so that's pretty huge. Having been surprised by the effects of these accoutrements when I put them on, I'm going to attempt to put the guard uniform on as well.
Okay. So this black suit of metal armor, as you attempt to sort of put it on, or are you taking the 10 minutes to doff your current armor?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I thought it was just like Kevlar armor, so I was going to put it on over, but if it's actual metal, I'm definitely going to take the time.
I'm going to assist him, of course, so we could do it faster. Ooh.
Yeah.
Let's get it done.
So you take the armor off, you sort of put it over. As you sort of put it near you, it just clings onto your body and sort of wraps around you like a silk overlay over your body. To where even though you had just been wearing metal armor, this was heavy like metal armor. The second it attached to you, it feels like it's almost like part of your skin, and then it basically equipped within a second. So this suit of metal armor, medium, appears to cling to the person, whoever is wearing it. This armor provides a 14 plus Dex AC and can be down or doffed with a single action.
So after I wear it and I start moving around a little bit and feeling it, it just doesn't seem to protect me as much as my armor that's very plot relevant. So I will remove this armor in one action, which is fantastic, and look at Dante and say, "Brother, for you."
So, quick question. I don't think I'm proficient with medium armor, so I'm not sure how this will affect me.
Oh, you're not? Even with a cleric?
Let me double check
Yeah,
that. But
I would double check it. If not, I'll just carry it around as backup armor for like when I'm walking around without my armor.
When he had the armor on, the boots on, and the glasses on, he did look really cool. The 6 bumped up to like an 8.
Oh. Let's just agree that, of course, I'm trying it on, and then we will see like how Dante feels in it. So I attempt to put it on.
Similar situation.
And I'll probably use it even. I'll probably use it even if it doesn't like synergize, and if I get penalized, I just don't know exactly what that means for me. So I'm looking at callings here. I get one set of light armor as this class. And that's what I'm wearing. First tricks. Oh no, I do have medium armor aptitude. Okay. Huh. I didn't know.
Yeah. So that definitely is very, very good for you. So I'll hand it over.
Yeah.
And kind of like wistfully looking at it.
Yeah. Describe the armor for me again, Jowafa, the effects.
The effects, it's medium armor, 14 plus Dex for your AC, and it can be donned or doffed with a single action.
Does it reduce movement? I think medium armor does, but I'm not sure.
This armor does not, as it appears to cling and become sort of like a second skin on you.
Awesome. Yeah, that's really good armor. I use heavy armor.
Yeah.
I will then.
Do we change our AC? I can manually change it here. I see.
Yeah. So if you're using a shield, it should be a 16 plus Dex.
Yeah. 16 plus Dex?
Yep, because it starts at 14.
I might have been. Because my light armor was only 11.
Yeah.
And so I got 3 AC.
Nice.
Cool.
Wait.
Noise.
Wait, how? Oh, I see. Never mind. Brain follow. We good.
11 to 14.
Yeah. Okay. And you don't have any movement
Nope.
penalties.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I do, however, keep the boots and the glasses for now. I actually, at this point, asked, these glasses are letting me see in the dark pretty well. Does anyone else want to hold the torch? Or do you want me to still hold it so that the front lines, or you can see the front lines?
The issue, though, is
you can hand it to Piper.
Would you have any flare issue? Because if the glasses allow you to see sort of in the dark, a light source close to the glasses, wouldn't that cause a problem?
The artifacts of man are not so weak as that.
I was just asking.
You have a lot of experience with seeing in the dark technology, Nistka.
Bright light.
No, I agree. That's something I thought of too, but when he was describing it, he said even though the torch lights the room a little bit, you see as if it's normally day. So he didn't mention that there was any flare from the torch, even though he was describing with it.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
But yeah, we could probably have Piper hold a torch if you want to just use the glasses.
The thing is then the light won't be front lines. But I'm cool with it either way. For now, I'm
I
going to
say
not
that is the solution.
Okay. So I will hand the torch to Piper and just confidently start walking down the hallway with a leg swung over my shoulder. Oh, okay. So as I'm walking through, I accidentally step into the puddle of green goo that was there and notice that the boots protect me from it.
Very good.
There we go.
Bing. He's gonna be fine. Water's not a problem anymore.
You see me start doing happy dog, like wagging the tail, and start like happy panting, like. All right,
Nice.
Jowafa, I get to see 3 squares now. Yeah, got him. All right, proceeding.
6 squares.
Oh yeah.
You did the wrong division.
Yep, I did. Oh, I forgot something. I'm removing the guard uniform from my equipment, Keej. You might want to add it.
I did. Yep.
Jowafa, have there been any bugs in this corridor?
There have not.
Okay.
Yeah,
There's
eaters
something-
either.
There's something I want to test with the glasses, so cool. I will proceed. I see the door, by the way. Just gonna check here first. Secret agent dog. Secret agent dog. All right. So 15 on notice at the door to listen for anything behind it.
Sounds like there's nothing in there.
Okay. It doesn't sound like anything behind the door. You guys want to get ready real quick before we check it out?
Yeah, I will rub my balls. Ball.
Scooby Snacks.
Okay.
Super
did you
snacks.
Are you guys going to move up, or you're going to? Okay. I'm cool with it. You guys do what you want, but I will then attempt. I will then
distance.
attempt to open the door.
Okay. Okay. You enter into a small room that appears to be heavily lined with elongated seats, similar to the room back here. But these seats appear to be fairly well padded, and there does not appear to be spider webs beneath the seats. You can see what appears to be a large amount of like plastic cups and trash all along the floor.
Is it plastic trash?
Yes.
We start collecting the plastic cups and plastic trash.
Does it still have value?
You can find a recycle
plastic.
center and
It's
probably
plastic.
reduce,
Yeah, right.
reuse.
Reduce, reuse. Why would they write that on a gold mine?
So how many cups did we get? And do we know potentially how much they're worth?
Essentially, you find 100 plastic pieces worth of plastic in this room just littered around.
Damn. And then you will furiously search the room for additional treasure.
As you sort of look along the room, you sort of try to look under the seats as that's where like the cube was. You sort of take a sniff around. Underneath this one, you can see what appears to be a large amount of bones underneath that sofa.
Okay.
They appear to be fairly
I dig
elongated
in.
bones.
I touch them and dig them out.
Okay. They feel sticky to your touch, but you're able to pull them out. They appear to be fairly elongated. There appear to be about eight different like elongated bone sets, and then there's like this slightly large carcass.
Can I use knowledge of nature or something like that to determine their origin species?
Sure. Yeah.
Digested.
Based upon your knowledge of these types of creatures, you would identify these as coming from the arachnid family.
Yeah. I leave them behind, and that's enough research for me. So you just see Dante leaves the room.
Weird ass endoskeletal spooters. All right. So Jowafa, I'm just thinking back to the metal cube that we found.
Okay.
For ease of our conversation, does that look like a loose electrical outlet?
No.
Okay, cool.
It is a metal cube. The cube appears to be about 4 to 6 inches in diameter. 4 of the 6 sides look smooth and blank. On the 5th side, you see what appears to be a glass circle carved into the cube. The glass feels smooth to the touch. On the 6th side, there appear to be a number of carvings of various shapes that are jutted out from the cube. A square, a rectangle, a triangle, and a circle.
I didn't know if we were looking
Isn't it like
at
a
the
children's toy where you put in geometrical objects?
I was actually wondering if it was more of like a controller for a video game console.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, the reason
that's
I
not-
thought it.
Square box.
Yeah, the reason I
might
thought
be.
it was like one of those little wall outlets is they're metal cube-ish things with things that jut out one side. But anyway, all good. I will proceed through. It should be at least one more room.
Yep.
Stop attacking your microphone. It did nothing to you.
You don't know what it's done. All the audio.
All right.
You're good at this.
Last room.
Yes, I am very good at this. This is something my character is meant
You-
for.
Oh yeah, you get to roll twice, so you actually get the 24. Okay.
Yeah.
You listen in at the door, you can hear the sound of a drip.
Okay. Sorry, when you said the sound of a drip, I thought you were going to say something else. It sounded like it.
Just drip.
I hear water behind the door. Based on the rank opposing area, we can assume that it's pretty much the same thing, but we'll take a look. Everyone get ready.
Breaching clear.
Looks
Preach
very
and clear.
similar to the other room, Mark III, but this appears to not have any sort of gold, porcelain statues of the elongated. They appear to just have the large plastic walls. But they still have the glass on the right-hand side that seems to reflect quite clearly, as well as the small basin that you can see what appears to be a metal thing jutting out, causing a drip.
Does this also smell absolutely rank like the last
hell
one?
yeah. Maybe even more so.
Leave no stone unturned.
You just see Chuckles refuse to go inside.
Yeah. Don't worry, Chuckles. I got this.
As soon as Dante enters, you see another robot come down the hallway. Illegal entry! Illegal entry!
Hello.
Right.
Illegal entry. Illegal entry.
All right. Does
Any
Dante
treasures?
find anything?
Do not appear to find anything of value in this room.
I fill my water skin.
Okay.
In the sinks, you bastards.
Okay.
Everything's a sink to a dog.
It's sink or swim.
Not if it's rancid water, Jowafa.
And
How do you
I
know if
think
it's
that's
rancid or
all-
not?
Drink it.
Does it smell brackish? That's usually a sign.
It burns as it goes down your throat.
Don't drink that.
Yeah.
All right.
Well,
You
I
have to
think
imagine
that's
it
it.
was probably a quite strong liqueur, ma'am.
This area looks a little bit dark to us. I assume it's exactly the same as the other area over there.
Yeah, it's a wall.
Cool.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. I think we've pretty sufficiently explored the area. I don't
Is this
see
it?
anywhere else.
Da-na-na-na-na-na-na. Moment.
I mean, you know what? I'm gonna just put my paw along the wall and walk along all the areas we've been to real quick. Just make sure that A, I don't run into anything as I do so, and B, just to see if I can find any secret doors along the outside.
Okay. You do so. It takes you about 45 minutes to an hour to basically traverse the entirety of the outline. But
Yep.
after doing so, you do not find any secret doors, and you do not seem to see any sort of motion with your glasses.
Cool. Okay. So even in this area where that totally not air duct or fell. Sorry. Why can't I think of the word?
The gas smell?
Range hood. That's what I was looking for. So like a heat cooking range. They have a hood. That might have been what we hit with spiders in it. Even in that area, there's no like small spiders running around.
With your glasses, you can see what appear to be spiders, but they aren't being highlighted.
Okay, that is exactly the test I was running. Okay, cool. So it has a specific bigness that it cares about. Okay, I didn't find any doors. You guys wanted to check anything before we head out?
I think we've sufficiently checked pretty much all the rooms.
I think we should use this opportunity to rest before we go home, and we might, rest in the sanctum of man in here, and hope that man visits us in a dream or something to
Okay.
inspire us.
You can take a
We
short
can look
rest.
at the screens and sort of, yeah. And I want to just use that as short rest to then examine the screens and tentatively, but nonetheless with curiosity, click buttons and see if stuff happens.
I'm gonna
hope that I don't break something.
I'm gonna be in here.
Self-destruct initiated.
using the carcass of the defenders of man to understand better its mental dominator.
Okay.
I am going to study my glowing stick that I knew must turn on somehow.
Very specifically, what I'm wondering is how this thing is powered and how it shoots. I need to know if it has ammo.
Ooh, I'm going to call it the sparkler.
Oh,
See if I
Okay.
can get it working.
So as you're playing with the buttons on the key that you can find Keej, every now and then a lot of your pressing of things don't do anything. They cause like little weird sounds coming from the back, like like something's like not connecting right. But one of the little things you find this little this little plastic ball-ish type of thing, And as you place your hand on it, you sort of can move around. You sort of like see like the screen start to cycle through different rooms, where it's like you move your paw slightly to the left and sort of like magically changes what room you're sitting.
Okay.
So as you go through and
I
look
will
at some of the
focus
rooms,
on that then.
you find
go
that
ahead.
you're able to see each. You're starting to sort of like see identifiers of the room. Like you see like the one room with the 2 giant spider carcasses and all like the little tables and the stoves and all that. You move your paw slightly more, you can see Chuckles sort of like in the other room, just sort of examining the weird Dominator device. Cycle through again. You can see the room with the seats and all the webs. And yeah, you're able to say basically have a good bird eye view of basically all the rooms, excluding the rooms with running water.
All right. Well, I was specifically then looking for rooms that I don't recognize. Something that might be hidden to us.
Actually,
But
so is it like a gray shifted view of the rooms?
Correct.
Okay, cool.
As you cycle through, you can see what appears to be very dark or gray rooms, and you see like some sort of like some offices, and you're like, there's plenty of plastic in there, I can tell, but we took all the plastic, so which room's that? And you sort of start seeing some rooms that look similar, but they don't appear to have like bug carcasses where you know you left bug carcasses, etc. So there appear to be more rooms that that these monitors are showing that you haven't seen. Although a lot of them appear to be fairly staticky. Like some monitors just show nothing even though you cycle to them.
all right.
Okay. Beta, during your long rest,
Yeah.
your short rest, you identify, if you want to call it whatever, but a stun baton, a one-handed melee weapon. It deals 1d6 bludgeoning plus 2d4 lightning. And on a critical hit, the target is stunned unless they are immune to lightning damage or the stun status effect.
How much lightning damage was it?
2d4.
2d4.
And Felix,
What stat can it use? Is it a strength-based weapon,
it is
or
a melee
can it be
weapon.
considered to use dex?
It is not a finesse. It is strength-based.
Okay. All right.
Hello.
You have identified your energy pistol. This one-handed ranged weapon deals 2d8 energy damage. It can be fired twice with a single action. Whenever a 1 or a 2 is rolled with this weapon, the pistol overheats and needs to be repaired over a long rest.
All right. 2d8, you say? Cool. 2 die 8. And then... Okay. Cool. I know what I'm doing next short rest or next long rest.
Okay.
I'm trying to acquire Beta another energy pistol.
And I'm going to have Piper identify the blue orb, since he would be doing something like that on his rest. So it's a blue metal orb that lightly glows. Upon touching the orb, it lights up and appears to house lightning bolts within. The Orb of Lightning allows the user access to the spell Lightning Bolt, but is limited to only once per day and must still expend a spell slot.
Okay,
That's
so
pretty
I mean,
great.
that would be for Piper.
I mean,
We're done.
you could use it.
I guess, yeah. But he needs some good loot.
He has a gun.
So if Piper tries to hand it to me, and I would say, "You keep it, little Piper. It's just up your alley."
Fair. I think the orb might be good for him too. Like, it's a light source, but the fact that it had energy coursing through me.
Well, yeah,
identify.
I think that's what he was just talking about.
That's what he was just talking about? Okay.
Yeah.
I misunderstood.
Cool stuff.
Well, right
As
then
we
it's
are done with the
obvious.
short rest, I will call you guys into the server room or whatever, the command center here. And
Mhm.
first of all, demonstrate my mastery of man's technology by flicking the images on the screen. And very proudly, tail wagging at 100 wags per second again, per wag, sorry. And then I will also, once you have sort of are coming down from that high, I will show you the rooms that we have not been in, and be like, look, there are more rooms that we have not yet seen. And look at all this plastic.
Idea of how we might be able to access said?
I have some ideas.
Is it rubble?
At
related?
that,
Yeah, it's the
that-
rubble.
can we see rubble on any of the screens, Jowafa?
Most of them, yeah. Even ones in the rooms you identify. There seems to be rubble laying about.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, we should
No
know.
no doors or anything.
We should
Yeah,
expect
we
at
would have seen
least
the doors.
There appear to be doors
should-
within these rooms.
there should at least be
Okay.
a room here, a room here, a room here, a room here, and a room here.
And as you flick around,
And here.
one room appears to be a bit different. So a lot of these have been like little bit of like officey rooms with like desks and stuff, or just plastic strewn about, or like rooms that have been similar to the ones you've seen that you've explored so far. You see one room that appears to be a very elongated room, like it appears to go almost like a length of a field. In this room, you can see what appears to be it is massive, but in this one of the rooms, you see what appears to be a large metal like monster. It appears to be maybe about. It's hard for you to judge from the perspective of looking at the monster, but based upon the size of the room, it has to be like 30, 50 feet tall and 20 feet wide, but it encompasses like a huge portion of this room and just sort of seems to just be sitting there.
So you found a parking garage.
Okay.
Well, not a garage. You found a parking area.
Maybe. Can we roll a spirituality check or something to see if we know what this machine might be?
Sure.
Obviously, a chariot of man. No.
Okay, this object has been shown a few times within the scriptures. It appears to be an archaic method of how man used to travel great distances. Where that he would usually not allow his trusty companion to travel with him on this particular one. These were just specifically transportations of men that would make loud noise to alert that their arrival or departure.
So a plane or a train?
They usually traveled on the ground and were usually following selected paths that the man had already designated that they could go to.
A train. Nice. Oh, we're in the train station. Does that
You're a
make
train.
that must? Okay. Huh. Well, that thing must be worth a lot of plastic.
The train? Made entirely out of metal. You're insane. Metal's useless. We can't go on these.
Oh, but it's
Man
an
would
artifact
forbid
of
it.
man.
I want the idea of like someone's like metal's useless while holding a metal sword, wearing metal armor.
Yeah,
No one would even want metal.
right?
Give me that plastic.
Dude, like if
But
some dude rolled up to me with plastic armor, I'd be like, I don't want to kill you. I'm gonna get in so much trouble for killing someone so rich. Are you kidding?
mhm. Now, Jawava, we have been going down these corridors up and down, and we've seen this rubble. We didn't bring excavation equipment, I would say. Would you say that we are in a gaming engine not able to remove this rubble by hand? Like, is it months of work, or are we able to dig through some of this rubble to uncover hidden areas?
It would take quite a long time to do it by hand. You would need equipment in order to be able to get it done within a reasonable amount of time.
Yeah, okay. So that's what the excavation team will be doing, basically. But we can inform them at least that we know that there are more artifacts to be uncovered in this holy sanctuary of men.
I have
That we have
equipment,
cleared
Jowafa.
mostly of threats.
And I have
You
an
do?
iron pot. Does the iron pot help?
It would reduce the time that I'm already predicting by about 2 days.
Hype. All right, cool. Let's get the hell out of here.
Yeah. All in all, I think we have more stuff than we can carry. I don't know if we want to track or do some calculations there, but we can just move slowly maybe if we
Jowafa mentioned he wasn't going to worry
want to
about
bring
it.
all this shit. Yeah, so we will
If you attempt to
have
take a
more than
train
we can
back,
carry.
there will be talks.
No, he said we don't worry about it. I'm going to pick up the train,
Yeah.
put it in my backpack, and we're going.
Yeah, fair enough.
It just does remind me of like how in old Gygaxian D&D dungeons, Gygax would specifically make dungeons where like the dragon's hoard would be in copper pieces, like millions
Yeah.
upon millions of copper pieces. So the question would be, how do you get the loot back to town? And they would give loot like regal
Nice.
beds worth hundreds of gold pieces and dressers. And it was part of the game was, how do you get this back and sell it?
Yeah, nice.
Ain't
So
nobody else
easy.
out there.
Another thing is during a short rest, we can also spend a stamina die or something like that, right?
Yeah.
Correct.
To recover health.
Correct.
Which I think I might spend one.
I believe you can spend stamina dice to recover spell slots as well.
Correct.
Oh, I will do that, of course. So I get 10 spell slots back,
Yeah, that's way better with your
Yeah.
gear spell.
and then I can heal everyone.
Might
So Beta, you get a heal.
There's a reason D&D is more complicated than this. They don't allow that shit.
I was about to say I was gonna roll a stamina die, but sure.
And then I will do it for myself.
You could steal everyone 1d8 plus 1 10 times for one stamina die.
All right.
Good,
well,
though. I
I'm
don't
at,
need
that
heals.
puts me at max then.
I'll have to think of a house rule for Pugmire that prevents a little bit of that break. So I like the idea of
Yeah.
that they just have spells, like you don't have like level 1 spell slots, level 2 spell slots. I like that mechanic. But I don't like the idea
It's
of
like sorcerers, basically.
Yeah. But sorcerers don't have
Everyone's a
any access to
sorcerer.
heal spells.
Which-
Only clerics
Well, you say
and
that.
No,
bards do.
yeah. I also agree that this is a bit broken. For the record.
Ricky record.
But are we leaving? Chuckles, Nistka,
I mean,
All right.
if we
Hi-
can't get further in, it
hi,
might
Paul.
be worth. Yeah. Hi, Paul.
hi Paul,
Yeah.
and then we will go.
Okay. We begin heading on the way out, passing by all the slimes and the robot toys and the dead plants, and everything seems to sort of be fairly lifeless as you exit a long and 3 to 4 session based dungeon. So you head back
Yeah.
up to the strange revolving door and proceed back up the stairwell.
Oh, I would like to attempt to somehow block it or lock it if we can. At least hide it a bit, maybe. The entrance once we leave.
Okay, it
Prevent
does.
critter.
It does. How do you want to try to block it? It appears to.
No, I'm thinking maybe like when we get up to where the tree was, it's in the forest, and maybe we can just like cover it with some leaves real quick. Not anything fancy, just like a little bit.
Okay. Yeah. So you guys are climbing the staircase, and you're gonna see from like where the tree portion is if there's a way to block it or cover it.
Yeah, just some branches, leaves. Just sort of throw over the door.
Give
We could
me a
chop
Big forest,
some
big trees,
brush.
big branches.
There you go.
Just give me a few minutes to set something up real quick.
Okay. And Felix left in protest.
I burned the forest down. It's the only way we can survive in this cruel world. This forest is a plague.
As we are leaving, we will also remember to cover our snouts with some cloth in order to not be.
Oh yeah, from the pollen and dander of the forest that drives us crazy.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
remember that.
You remember? I remember.
Mm.
Oh, and as Dante is hiding the entrance, I go, Dante, I think we've moved beyond hiding our bones.
Oh, I did want to say that I wanted to dig down those bones that we found, but then they were spider bones, so then I didn't want to touch them. But yeah, of course, I would have an urge to go and dig them down in
You know, the
garden.
only thing we didn't come across, I don't think we found out what was the glowing-eyed critter that was scampering by the door.
Oh, that was the robot.
Oh, was it?
That was the robot.
I didn't think it was the robot. I thought it was like a living thing.
I think he was patrolling at night or periodically the halls of the temple.
Could have said it was peeking under the door. I don't know robots to peek
Under the door. I thought it was like at the crack of the door. You saw through it, and then
The
you
Well,
saw
I
bottom.
mean-
some red eyes glowing in the dark.
It kept scampering away. Honestly, the reason I didn't bring it up is because you went through all the security cams and didn't see it. So I kind of
Okay.
was like, oh, that's probably not around here.
I could have sworn that when Jowafa said we met the robot, it was the same red eyes that we saw during the night, which is like why I think it's that way. But I might be wrong.
Okay.
Do you wish to clarify that discussion topic, Jowafa?
It's up to you guys' interpretation.
Okay.
Okay.
I still think there's a critter out there, but that's my opinion.
As you get to the top of the staircase on the base of the tree, you see some familiar faces. Waiting for you on top of the tree, you can see what appear to be a group of white furred dogs with masks over their faces, sort of sniffing about there. One of them sort of looks upon you guys as you go up and go, there they are. You think you saw the last of me? Well, you letting you getting back to ruin Granny Smith's place anymore. I know what you're with. I saw you with Sergeant Ruffles. You're no good. And I'm gonna make sure that you don't cause any more trouble. As they all
Do you know what man does to bad dogs?
I look at him with a face of pure puzzlement and go, who are you?
Remember the guys we kicked out of Granny's bar?
I remember.
Yeah.
I'm giving him a lot of shit, going, what? Who?
I mean, they're a bunch
Yeah.
of whippersnappers,
Yeah.
but. Thank you.
Would you like us to roll initiative? Did you say that?
Not yet. If you guys want to respond in any way,
Oh, okay.
but if you guys are ready for a fight, then we're going to do roll initiative.
I will say this is an ancient temple of man. All dogs here must. ally and
Do you think they noticed it?
man.
I don't know what traps you set up in there, but we ain't gonna let you attack any of our citizens that come out here.
Who are you?
You want me to boot
The
you
White
on the
Wolf
snoot
clan
again?
will make sure that you don't live to see another day. Your wags are numbered.
Is that because you're gonna like put a bag over my head? Like the last person I saw that looked anything like you ran away with his tail between his legs without even a fight. You ain't got shit on us, if that's who you are. If that's who you are, this is gonna be funny.
We'll see how loud your bark is after it's 6 feet under. Get him!
Then I shoot him with the laser pistol whenever I get the chance. Yeah.
Initiative it is.
Oh, damn it.
Yep. Please remember to select your character and then press the initiative button.
If you would like to upgrade my initiative to my first roll.
I see a number of Nistkas and Dantes on here, so cleaning that up.
Actually, can I do that? Can I change my initiative? I can't. I got it. All right, can I? It's acting like I can for a second. Ah, victory. I saved it. Dante, would you like to roll initiative?
I did.
Oh, yeah, you had the 5. Gotcha.
Okay. Wish there was a way just to, like... There's just a way to, like... Descending. Ah! I found it. Wait for it just auto be like, oh yeah, those are the numbers, here's descending order. Players always...
Oh, you found that out now?
Yeah, I've just been manually moving them.
Okay.
Being like, I know math, I'm a human. Okay. Kyle gets...
Are you saying that dogs can't know math? That's racist. I need you to turn around.
That just
Speciesist.
doesn't add up.
Every now and then. Okay. You see Kyle pull out a scimitar and a hand crossbow as he points it at Chuckles, his crossbow, and fires in his general direction. 14 to hit.
No.
Get him, guys.
Oh, do I know the range on the pistol?
You do not.
It's important.
Okay. So me. I will go 1. This is 5 foot squares now?
Yes, we're back to 5 foot.
2, 3, 4, 5. I will come up here and I will shoot my pistol at him. And I say, get him, guys!
Holy shit. Rising Warray. You take all the training you've done, point straight at him. What was this 4 for? Oh, maybe
that was to
Of course,
put my
get them
initiative on the board.
initiative board, and then you changed it to what his initiative should be.
Okay. As you blast straight into him, he goes, ah! As he just basically, you see a giant hole where his stomach is, as he just sort of kneels down in a heavy amount of pain. Ooh, 14 crit. Damn it.
Nope.
Oh, one maximum.
Yeah, 1 next.
Okay.
And then I go, I think mine was better than Chump.
10,
10, 15, 20, 25. Jim sort of darts to the left and rushes around you. Goes, I got him, boss, as he pulls out a big club and proceeds to go to attempt to thwack at your back, but misses horribly as you feel a whiff of air towards your backside.
I just farted, is what you're saying, right?
You shot Kyle, you bastard!
I did do that. He's correct.
Does a 7 hit?
He has advantage.
I know.
No, it does not.
As he takes out his 2 daggers and proceeds to go shank, shank, and you just brush him out of the way with your majestic armor. What's wrong, kids? This guy's just standing still. We got him. This one does hit.
Hey.
As he takes his spiked club and just sort of bashes into your chest, you feel the blunt force sort of hit your body as your armor just takes a majority of the hit. You take 8 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Nistka,
Yeah.
you're up.
I'm threatening 3 people for you, Nistka. You got this.
Good job. Good job. Yeah, sure. I guess we could just take out the bow and we'll fire at this one to start off with. Yes. So
You're 5 feet
let's
off.
see.
He's here.
no.
No.
This one. This one.
He's in the circle. Get him.
I haven't rolled a critical fail yet. Just
Today.
stop it. Shh. All right. So. Bloop.
13 shot misses as it passes through the open air past Jim. Your arrow lands with a thud onto the ground.
Jim?
2, 3. This would be. Do we get 1 free diagonal?
Yes. One first diagonal is 5 foot, other ones are 10 feet.
5,
Uh,
15. No?
No. You can definitely do what you're doing. I'm going to put in a request that you stand there if possible.
Stand here.
Yes, because then he cannot flank me on his turn that is coming up.
Okay, 1 second. Let's make sure we got this. So, 3, 5, 10, or sorry, 15. No, yeah, 10.
5, 10, 20, 25.
Yeah, because I have 35 feet of movement.
Yeah. And then on your turn, you can just move to flanking when it's your turn.
That's fine. All right, so here or here?
No, right where you are is great. If you were there, he could run around and maybe flank me. It's pretty hard for them to hit me unless they're flanking.
Okay. So you good, Nistka?
Yeah.
Raphael. I got this. He takes out what appear to be like spiked knuckles out of his pockets, puts them on, and begins to try to punch Nistka in the kidneys. 22 to hit. Seven damage as he goes for a kidney shot. Right in the square back.
All right.
See, these kids aren't so tough. Wallop them.
Use the sparkler. I think that's what.
So on my turn, I will I'll pull out my tennis ball. I will clock it at Nistka and hit her like square in the back of her neck, and then it bounces back and lands perfectly in my hand. And I say, "Man, protect you, Nistka," and she gets Shield of Faith. And then I will move up here and flank.
Yay!
As you're rushing
Because that's how I
forward,
cast spells now.
As you rush forward, Dante, you can smell in the air there appears to be a heavy scent, almost like a moisture sort of in the air, almost like it might be about to rain.
This isn't
Oh,
good.
okay.
The winds feel like they're changing upward a bit.
Oh. Yeah. And I like rain, so I don't even mind. Would you say that it's nighttime, by the way? And is the moon visible?
He's a werehuman!
It is not nighttime. It is going down to dusk, though.
Okay. Cool. So I will move up here and I will use my iron rebar to hit this guy in the back. Say, stay away from my ranger. And roll it.
I always like the train sandwiches of like bad guy, good guy, bad guy, good guy, bad. 13 misses.
All right. I tried.
Nistka, you still have a bow out, right?
I do.
Okay.
Chuckles, you also sort of have this heavy scent and sort of air, but the wind seems to be sort of warping around, like almost like in a small swirl, over towards your front right. And sort of, as you're sort of looking around, you can sort of feel like the air starts to get heavy, the wind starts to go, and as you're looking out, even though all the grass is green, you sort of start looking at the trees appear to be in somewhat of a green glow, as well as the sky appears to be a slight starting from blue to a slight shade of green.
So what you're saying is everything looks teal to me.
Yeah, since you're wearing blue glasses.
I will really quickly just take a look around to see if I see any outline shapes that am not familiar with.
Your passive perception. Yeah, so you're starting to see what appears to be an outline forming here.
Okay. I will put that in the memory banks for now. I will then
Kyle sort of moves just slightly off towards one of the brushes as he puts his hands up. He begins to start wrapping up the wound in bandages, but he starts to be, Guys, get the one with the whatever that was. Make sure he can't move his arms.
As he starts walking away, I'm going to ask you what this action would be. I'm going to try and usurp ownership of his group by talking, and if that doesn't work, I was going to attack. Would that take too much time, or can I do that?
You're gonna attempt a persuasion roll, I suppose.
Okay, I'll just go. Can you see how your leader won't even stay and fight? Everyone in this team is on the same team. That coward is running away. Join with me or die. Maybe not today, but tomorrow.
Pretty good roll. Kenny and Sammy Boy just sort of look at you and just sort of grab like, we're not some work dogs for the bloody kennel guard. We're for the people.
I was about to say, I don't think they're part of our unit. Pretty sure I can't.
To be fair, he said 2 of them said that.
Yeah.
He didn't say anything about the other 2.
Yeah.
So these 2 are the ones you're talking about, correct?
Correct.
Okay. I will then...
We're no lapdogs for the monarch.
The monarch! I will then take out my flail and hit one of them. No, I won't.
Yep, swing and a miss. Okay, the one with the weird thingy. I got him, boss. Jim takes his couple of his knives and proceeds to attempt to stab it into your back, and one of them pierces into you, dealing 4 damage.
Oh, he's not a radder? Okay, cool. I thought he was going to stab and deal an extra d6 damage. I was like, oh, that's going to be rough.
Kenny, with his scimitar, attempts to go forward. No, wait, this was a club. Scimitar was Kyle. I got this, guys. And a 7 does not hit, so it is a clear swing and a miss. He just keeps going, like, I can't do it, boss! He just keeps moving! As you were standing perfectly still. Ah!
Why I oughta?
You can sort of see the mask has sort of come up from his sort of snout as you were taking deep breaths with each swing. You just moving so much. Sammy boy. 14 does not hit. So he is...
real quick, that's 3 people that have gone. So the 2 people who said, we're no lapdogs, aren't the only ones who aren't listening to me?
Correct.
Okay, cool.
Nistka.
Alright.
You're now also starting to notice that the sky is turning a bit of a green, and there's a sort of a green overlay over the battlefield.
So what you're telling me is we need to wrap this up quickly before someone gets wet.
I mean, honestly, that was always the plan.
Oh, should I try using the sparkler? That might be fun.
I absolutely think you should.
Nistka was gonna take her time and savor the moment, slicing them apart bit by bit.
Look, I'm talking up a pretty big game. They've hurt me pretty bad.
Okay. So the one I have advantage on is this duder. So we're going to, or do you want? You might actually.
No. That's the good thing. That's a good choice.
Okay.
Yeah. Go for the advantage.
All right.
Because that's something like a D4 plus 2D.
It's
a lot.
It's a D6, and I roll one more time. It's a D6 plus 2D4 lightning.
Well, so it's 2D6 plus 2D4 then, because you have advantage.
Correct. So
So
yeah, I do get an
17
additional
does
D6.
hit.
Perfect. And then we add an additional D6 because, life happens. So that's a total of 15 damage to this guy.
Okay.
17?
Oh, 17. You're right. My brain.
You just sort of like swing with your little baton here. You just go, going for the kidneys, you bastard. As you just smack him on his side, you see the electricity just sort of roar through his body as he freaks out and falls onto the ground, legs twitching.
He's stunned. Well, he's unconscious. We're fine.
Yeah,
Um,
he's
so
the
with
best
him-
kind of stunned.
Yeah. So with him being unconscious, I am going to make a move and just step here.
Okay.
Oh, do I want to do that, or should I stay where I am? Because we do have someone else that's going to move. Choice. Actually, it might not matter. Okay, we're gonna move. We're gonna move here because this guy's down. This way, Chuckles will have advantage potentially.
Oh, I mean, you'll have advantage is the correct answer.
Or you, if you want to take
No,
a
no.
hot shot at him.
No. I am not attacking with disadvantage in melee. You will take an attack with advantage with your beat stick of mighty justice.
Okay.
So, what kind of action is it to drop to a shield? I guess it's dropping stuff is free actions, right?
Right.
But to draw another weapon, is that a bonus action?
Yeah.
All right. So for man, I will scream and then drop what I'm carrying, and then pull out a giant red fire extinguisher and run up here and try to smack this guy in the back of the head with it. Leave Chuckles alone, you bastards! And there we go. Oh, this is the iron rod, so it's 2 less than this
13
because
misses.
I don't have proficiency.
So as
Damn
you
it.
swing the fire extinguisher, you sort of hit in the back of his armor and just sort of reverberates. He's just like, ugh! These kids are everywhere. I'll listen to your boss, guy with weird hand. Okay.
Well, boss.
As
I think your boss is sticking around. He's running away.
As you're sort of seeing the green overlay sort of wash over, you look to your right, you can see the lightning sort of crack in the sky and sort of hit some of the trees as it starts coming down and hitting the giant tree behind you. Off to
We
your
really should
front
wrap
right, you
this
can
up.
see a large wind sort of wrapping on the You see the winds appear to be green. Despite the fact that dogs normally can't see the green color, the spectrum is clearly visible to you. Your snout is telling you what color it is. It begins to wrap itself almost in small whirlwinds, creaking on sort of a humanoid shape as the creatures from old tales creep into modern day. As a large creature made
Jesus.
of weird wind appears within the clearing.
Linda?
What unmanly magic is this?
Keej, you can make a spirituality check.
All right.
It's the protector of the forest. Hide.
Okay. Even with an 11, you know from the ancient scriptures about these types of creatures, they are described very vividly throughout the tales between man and dog, of how the dogs used to protect men from these things that they would refer to as the unseen.
Oh, geez.
Visible.
Okay. Yeah.
The unseen manifests in its demonic form of a green highlighted humanoid figure. You see as its weird protrusion of windy arms sort of looks over towards the scene and sees Kyle growling at it in absolute anger as it reaches out an arm. You can see the winds begin to unravel and stretch out, piercing into the air and pierces into Kyle's arms, chest, and head as his body screams out and goes limp.
So I don't know about you guys, but maybe we should go back into a safe space and hide.
Niska, no time for cowardice.
The
But
other
this has been
one, Sammy Boy, Kenny, and Jimmy suddenly stop focusing on you and focus on this large story thing, seeing fear and terror and anger all wellish within their eyes.
I am going to shoot at it with a laser pistol. Yeah.
15 hits.
All right. So,
now just
be gone, enemy of man!
you shoot into the creature. You can see that as it hits, it sort of hits into it as the weird winds sort of undo from themselves and then reformat back onto themselves. You can almost see its size slightly decrease, but it appears almost like the laser just goes straight through and hits the ground behind it.
Okay.
Let me write down the damage. Okay, and as a reminder for your pistol, you are able to shoot it twice with a single action.
Oh, right. Yeah, I'll try that.
And a
Well,
1.
it needs recharging.
As your pistol overheats.
Got him. He lured you
Unrelated,
into it,
though.
Felix. You should not have listened.
That was technically a 2 with the bonuses because I'm wearing glasses, a +1 to hit. I know that makes no difference, but it means something to me.
okay.
You killed
Good.
Kyle.
Good for you.
I'm pretty happy with that turn. I'll be back.
30. Takes his large club and attempts to swing at this thing. As it hits, the winds sort of wrap around his club and sort of latch onto him as he screams out in pain. As the unseen just sort of seems to sort of suckle upon his body as he starts to go thinner and thinner as the unseen begins to grow larger. I don't know what to do. Jim! So he reaches over, he sort of grabs Jim and sort of pulls him out of the reaches. And is basically able to slice with his weapon and sort of unpierce Jim from the tentacles as the unseen releases its grip. Sammy sort of drops his large club and begins to pull out a bow and reach for one of his arrows. Moves over and shoots at the massive amount of wind and pierces into it. The unseen growing slightly somewhat smaller, but you clearly see the arrow just hit it and then pass through, hitting onto the ground. As Sammy begins to shake in fear as he can barely hold himself, seeing Kyle onto the peripheral of his left side, beheaded.
Oh, snap.
Niska.
So wait, this guy got beheaded?
The one with the X through him.
Oh, the one with the X. My apologies.
That boss.
15. I'll step in front of this person who's been downed and
Stay behind me, Nistka. I will protect us against the unseen.
I'm not moving any further. I'm protecting the person who's unconscious behind me.
Just saying.
Already my appreciate. I'll fire a shot at this guy.
Yeah, enough going on.
So,
Good.
boop. Hey, not bad.
Nice.
I get an additional d6. Well, actually, do I? Are we considering these friendlies now, or no?
Nope.
No. Okay. So, just what it is. So 7 damage to the big great meanie.
Okay. The arrow pierces through the unseen as if nothing is there, and lands onto the ground. Raphael is down. Dante.
All right. Having uncovered this new enemy, Dante will look at it, be a little incredulous, but what kind of shepherd would I be if I didn't protect us against the biggest evil in the land? So I didn't prepare for this. And I will hold my tennis ball up high and I don't know what kind of battle cry will do here. Just like, man protects us against the unseen, and I will cast protection from evil on myself, which specifically protects against undead and the unseen and creatures under the influence of the unseen.
Cool.
And so it'll get disadvantage on attack rolls against me, and I can't be charmed, scared, or possessed by it. And that's about it.
Okay.
But that's nice. And then I will place myself. I guess I'm just acting with these guys now, and I'm counting them as allies, even if they're not counting me as allies. That doesn't really matter. I'll say, let's get this thing gone.
You don't need to use
Death to the unseen. Sorry.
Sorry, I'm talking to my brother because he's using a knife to open a cheese stick.
Good choice.
You don't need to use a knife. Literally has a pull tab.
You're a pull tab.
Anyway. The unseen
Yeah, you
reaches
can
its
afford
mighty
that.
claws and grabs onto Jim. Its weird wind tentacles are sort of wrapping around him, almost like a rope, as Jim starts being squeezed. The unseen then sort of looks off into the distance and yeets Jim across the room, smashing into just missing Sammy Boy. But Jim's body just hits the ground, and as he begins to roll into the ground, heavily damaged. The unseen then looks out and does a mighty roar as a wind sort of wrap around your body. Everyone make a wisdom saving throw. Keys, you have advantage.
All right. I'm literally immune to being affected by its charms and scares and stuff like that.
Okay, then don't
Am I
bother
affected?
rolling.
I'm pretty sure I'm affected.
I will go.
Okay.
Don't bother
Yeah.
rolling. Okay, and okay. Nistka?
Wisdom.
Wisdom save.
I did.
Later.
She rolled. She got a
Oh.
I
10.
got a 10.
Oh, there it is. I'm looking at this 22. Okay. Okay. Sammy Boy falls unconscious as the roar just sort of wraps into his brain, and you see him just sort of begin to have this like white saliva just sort of powder onto the side of his jaw as he just falls backwards. Niska, you feel the tense pain of the unseen pierce into your soul as it starts to wrap itself within your body. Take 30 psychic damage. If this brings you to below 0, fall unconscious. No death saves.
I'm down. Shield of Faith can't protect me on this
Piper
one.
falls unconscious.
Yep.
Frothy at the mouth.
Good luck, guys.
Dankeschön.
Does she literally fall unconscious like that? Just like that? Damn.
I go here. And then, oh, right, I don't have that. So I go here. This guy, is he unconscious?
Nope, Kenny is still up and at him.
What's he wielding?
Kenny is wielding 2 daggers.
Okay. And he doesn't consider me an ally, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Dante, take another action.
All right. So I'm wielding my fire extinguisher. This thing, it doesn't have legs, does it? It's like a floaty thingy.
It has something that resembles a humanoid legs. They just appear to be like these little green winds that are sort of wrapping around. The winds almost appear to be taking like a shapes of like circles and lines.
Sorry,
All right, so it's a bit of a Hail Mary, but go ahead. Go ahead.
Before I end my turn, I just take a quick pan around to see if there's any more unseen showing up.
Okay. Through a quick glance, you do not see any.
Okay, cool.
I'm surprised that we can see this thing, by the way, at all. I thought they were like literally invisible, but I don't.
Well,
I haven't really studied the book in detail on them.
I mean, Dante, it could be why us dogs protected man. Maybe we can see them, but man couldn't.
No, that, as far as I understood, that was a problem with early civilizations of dogs, that they had this unknown enemy that no one could fight, and that's why the Pugmire became so powerful. Is because the Pugs, the king and his family, can see them, and so they sort of gathered people and started fighting back. Anyway, I'm not 100% sure about this, but if we can see it, we can see it. So let's not debate Jowafa on that. And I with my bonus action, then I will try to spray it with the fire extinguisher liquid, and if and hit the tile underneath it just to see if it sort of affects the whole thing. But also, the fire extinguisher had a rule about him having to roll a dex save of 15 to not be knocked prone by this. If that applies to him, I don't know.
You squirt the fire extinguisher liquid upon him, but the second sort of hits around his area, just sort of whips past through the wind and sort of goes through him, hitting the areas around him. He doesn't appear to be affected by the ground beneath him.
That makes 2 of us.
Blast it. All right, worth a shot.
Jimmy is still conscious, though he's badly injured. $25. He proceeds just to rush forward, doing a heavy dash as he gets on the other side, still wielding his weapons. Just going, get him, Kenny! Get him for the both of us! Kenny wielding his 2 daggers. You killed Kyle. You destroyed Sammy boy. I won't let you hurt anyone else. As he rolls a 9. Okay. As he stabs the air, unable to even pass through the wind whipping his arms backwards, the strength just not being able to come to him. Sammy boy stays unconscious. Nistka, make a wisdom saving throw. Good success. Nice. So after having all that damage hit to you mentally, after a small 6-second snooze, you're able to feel the wind sort of press against your face as you regain consciousness. You are at the health that you were before you went down.
Sweet.
But you are prone.
Am I allowed to stand
Power
up?
nap.
You are. It would just take half your movement.
That's fine. But if I can stand up, it means I can still take a shot.
Correct.
Yes.
Yep.
I am not throwing away my shot. I'm not throwing away my shot.
She threw away her shot.
Well, you know what? She didn't have to, all right?
Dark, and you're
I tried.
too late.
Why did you roll a 5? All right.
You know
had one
what?
job.
You asked the die that question.
Maybe if
'cause
she had some glasses. Oh.
Maybe
It
I'm
would've-
waking up a little bit.
Would have been a 6.
Yeah. Okay. Raphael is down from being stunned with a stun gun. Dante.
All right. I will swing my fire extinguisher at the thing.
Good.
Not sure why I roll so many dice, but this is a crit.
Critical hit. Nice. So you take your fire extinguisher and you just go straight from down and you just go up, down the center of it. So the wind has to part in all different spots, reaching the height of its height. This thing is just as tall as you, so you know your brothers could have gone from the top down. But you can go from the bottom up, being the upstart you are. As you sort of separate it out, it seems to discombobulate as half of it sort of fades into the void as it repairs the other half of it, decreasing itself in size but maintaining its shape.
Does this mean, Jowafa, that I am now proficient with fire extinguishers?
You are! Good reminder.
Hey!
You are proficient with fire extinguishers.
You just
Score.
gotta slam at them, but like hard.
Yeah. I have a revelation fighting the unseen. That's perfect. It's so in character.
Okay. Everybody within 10 feet of the unseen, make a dexterity saving throw.
No deal. I cheat. See?
Both have to. Oof. Okay.
Well,
The unseen takes its mighty arms and slams onto the ground. You see the wind sort of come up from the ground and create these little piercing twists as they start spiking the floor. Chuckles and Kenny are able to jump back out of the way before the spikes sort of pierce from the ground, but Dante and Jim take 12 piercing damage as Jim falls
Yikes.
over as it pierces into his body. That's fine.
seems about right. Well,
You see after it does so, the creature is slightly smaller. Kyle's not here. I should just Badoo Kyle. Badoo Jim.
Shepherd of man, defeat the unseen. Take another action.
I'm trying. Oh, okay. I was thinking that this should be a healing action then, because then it would keep me in the game.
Okay.
I'm missing 12, so 2d8 should be enough, right? Not 3d8, that's too much.
Yep, average of 2d8 is 10. Plus
Yeah,
one
and
from
I
each
get plus one on it,
is
so
12. So on average, you should heal.
I don't think it's plus one for each die rolled. It's plus one, and then you can roll extra dice, as far as I understood it. So
Makes sense.
Average 11, which is enough.
yeah, so
7, however, 8, however, is kind of shit.
yeah, story of my life. But I got my first critical throughout this in campaign, I think. So I can't complain too much right now. And that's my action then.
Okay.
Consuming 2 spell points. Yeah.
Kenny comes in with his knives, no longer with advantage, and cannot pierce through. His arms are so weak, just trying to get through the winds, but he is not as strong as our mighty Keechin. Sammy Boy is able to roll to wake up. So he gets up and goes, He gets back on his boat, just, the unseen! And fires an arrow outward and pierces into the unseen, dealing 9 damage as the arrow goes through, and the unseen just gets a slight bit smaller. Nistka. It almost appears to be about as tall as Piper now.
All right.
Okay. Does that mean I get height advantage?
It's over, the unseen. I have the high ground.
5, 10, 15. You guys, there and there. That won't work. Okay. Well, I guess I will fire at it. Does a 17 hit?
A 17 does hit. So
Okay.
roll
We
an
have to
extra
roll one more
D6.
d6. That is the minimal damage. 5 damage.
Wow.
The arrow pierces past the unseen, and you can see like there appears to be a number of arrows just like behind him all around as they keep going through and hitting onto the ground. Raphael is stunned because we'll remove Raphael there. Dante.
All right. Then this is the fire extinguisher because it's the same roll now. 16.
16 to hits.
Nice. I still have to go in here because I don't have a macro for damage for this one. So just ignore the hit roll here.
Womp womp.
3 damage.
1, 1, and 1, so 3.
As you swing in, you can see it appears to be dissipating in its anger.
Okay.
The unseen
We're doing it, guys.
sees about it. It reaches out for Kenny. Actually, let's roll random for this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Fight me, demon.
1, 2. Dante.
I try to goad him into attacking me.
He's
Hey,
disadvantaged.
He reaches out for you, so he's disadvantaged attacking you.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Oh no! It reaches
crit.
out. It reaches out to attack you, and you swiftly come back and and counterattack on its arm. Roll for an attack, or roll damage for an attack.
Oh. Okay.
As it critically fails to pierce into your protection of the man.
Aha.
The man's trying to keep him down.
7 damage. Use it to. Yep, that would be that.
Fight the man.
As you swing your fire extinguisher back, you go and just go ham, just back and forth. You're getting to a groove of it, of just back and down as you sort of bash away the remainder of the unseen as it dissipates into the void.
Stay back, demon.
So whenever I get my turn, I'm gonna run over to actually I'm right next to the guy. So he just went down.
Yep.
I'm gonna try and stabilize him.
Okay. Medicine check.
Yep.
Is the unseen gone?
The unseen
Yeah.
has been banished for now.
Heal. That's what I was looking for.
Nice. So you're able to look at him. You can see all the blood, how damaged he is. It almost looks like something like entered in and started ripping up his insides. As you sort of to cover up the wound, you sort of try to mend whatever broken bones with whatever basically cloth that you have to try to stint anything. But you're able to get into where he has a steady bit of breathing.
I don't think I'm going to be able to help Kyle, but at least your friend here's all right.
The unseen. This is Kenny. The unseen. They've never come this close to Pugmire before. Oh my god. He just sort of collapses under his own weight as he just begins to silently weep.
While my guitar gently weeps.
Do not worry, fellow dogs. We will protect you.
I'm gonna go take a look at this dude or see how he's doing.
He appears to be breathing heavily, but he appears to be stable. His fur does smell singed.
Yeah, I'll actually technically I will go to Piper first, and then I'll go to him.
Right.
But yes,
you can see Piper appears to be breathing very haphazardly, and under his eyeballs, he appear to be rolling quite quickly, as if he's in deep REM.
okay. I'm gonna try and bring him to his senses in some way, shape, or form.
What's your way, shape, or form?
Like kind of shaking, light tapping on the face.
Okay. You shake him a bit, he doesn't seem to come through. You sort of like do a light tap. He just is not coming around. And feel his breathing getting heavier and more haphazard.
Shepard, can you help me out with this guy?
Of course. What did you want? Sorry.
He's not coming out of his stupor. See if you can help him out.
All right, I can roll a heal check. I'll try to shake some sense into him.
Okay. After a bit of like shaking, you sort of like pull his eyes back open. You sort of like try to get some of the weird smelling fauna sort of into his nose. He sort of like shakes himself back out of his stupor. What's going on?
Nothing you need to worry about, NPC.
Unseen.
So I say, do we want to try and help this tutor? And what are these guys doing over here?
Oh, he's probably checking to see that Kyle's totally dead.
The guy was beheaded.
Oh, I do have a question. Jowafa, does Kyle still have an outline around him?
He does not.
Okay. So next time we're in a fight, I will look at all the bodies first and see who's alive. All right.
Right.
Yeah, so after I check Piper, I check this guy, see that he's breathing okay, and just kind of... I guess I'll waft some air into his schnoz and try and get him ready to bring him back.
Yeah,
but
this guy doesn't seem to be coming back. He is out of it.
Okay.
Like he's breathing, or he's
breathing.
Okay.
He's real messed up. It's not even... I don't think this guy was even the unseen. I think this guy was your taser.
He was definitely tased.
Right.
Do you guys want to try and carry your friend here? Nobody? No volunteers?
Oh, he's babbling and sitting down and unhappy.
Sammy Boy just sort of comes over. We get it. We're outmatched. You can arrest us. You saved us from the unseen. We're way too beaten, killed. We're way too... Look, you can arrest us. If that's what you're gonna do. That's what you're gonna do. We're gonna put up a fight. Our fight is gone.
We weren't.
I don't think
we are.
I don't think I got enough stamina to catch you guys. So maybe make yourselves scarce.
We are all in
Probably
hostile territory here. We should help each other make it safe home. I don't even know how you guys got here and found us. It's very impressive. You must be good at tracking.
We knew where you were going. We'd gotten tipped that you basically forced out of Granny Sue where Kyle's nephew was going to be going in the few days, and we knew that you were coming after us.
Kyle's nephew?
She told us to come
Kyle
here.
had placed a work order to help take on this place, and we know that you've broken her for the job. We knew that you were coming here to lay traps. You and your damn guardsmen always trying to ruin the pioneers and the people of the city. But we were outmatched. We thought we could take you if we had all our numbers here. That you'd be tired from clearing out the place. Or setting your traps or whatever you were doing down there. But
We're asked to clear out the place. There's no traps down there.
There's
a lot of dead spider carcasses for sure.
No, wait.
Traps.
Wait, no, there is a trap. We didn't place it. But there is a room in there with a bunch of gas. You don't want to go in there.
Yeah.
You can talk all you want.
Oh, no, I don't care if you believe me. I'm just, seriously, warn them about the gas. However, do you want to walk me through? I'll step where you tell me to step. You stand at the entrance, you point where you want me to go, I'll walk there.
What?
Yeah, the entrance over there. You think I laid a bunch of traps? Traps got to be set off by something, right? I'm not going to be sitting next to the
Calm
entrance.
down, Chuckles. I don't think they want to go into the temple anyway.
I mean, he thinks there's traps. That's a really good way for him to not think there's traps. He just points, I'll walk there.
Right away.
exercises.
Sammy boy
Go.
picks up Kyle's body. I have some bad news to go and bring back. If you aren't arresting us, then I have a job that needs to get done. Kenny, you got Jim? Yeah, but who's got Raph?
Well, if you're traveling with us, we'll help you carry him.
Yeah.
If you're not, good luck. Y'all can take a waterproof or something, take a couple sticks and make a litter. You'd be able to carry one over your shoulder and each of you take a handle.
What do you think, Kenny? I mean, they beat the unseen. If they wanted to take us out, they could just take us out. So, no reason to say no. Plus, who knows what else is walking around here? What if there's more unseen?
Electric bears.
There's electric bears. There's rats.
Good shit.
Not fine.
Unseen.
Large
Loyal
sizes.
guard of the people. Yeah. We'll take your help if you're offering.
Sounds good.
For the record, you guys attacked us twice.
That's because you guys were interfering in Granny Sue's stuff. We know that you were working with Ruffles, investigating with the city guard, trying to talk us down, trying to catch us, and you've done a good job. Don't think we didn't see you immediately come in, just sitting with Sergeant Ruffles there. We knew he was an inside spy trying to crack us down.
Well, clearly you were wrong.
Old geezer?
You got us.
I don't think
Ruffles
he
all right?
remembers who he is. Like,
I don't think he does either, but is he all right? Did you do anything to Ruffles? Because then we'd have problems. I like Ruffles.
No one could take
Ruffles
out.
has riches.
No one could take down the iron gauntlet of the entire fucking guard. That's
Sounds good.
suicide mission.
I'm glad Ruffles is all right.
Good stuff. So,
So,
Java, I will
are-
sniff the ground where the unseen was. Is there any trace of it left?
There does not appear to be a trace, from what you can tell.
I'm very vigilant on more unseen appearing.
Feel pretty
We
good.
should move quickly. More might be coming.
Yeah, we beat the unseen. That's pretty badass. Good job, team.
We beat one unseen Chuckles. They are
Yeah.
very dangerous, but this might have been a weak one.
I'll take it.
All dogs should fear these things. We must move.
I'm down. I'll hoist up this stunned dude and start walking.
Very good.
Actually, how heavy is he?
Not super heavy.
Okay, because I'm not super strong. I'm strong enough. So, just as long as he's not very heavy, I think I can probably manage. But let me know if my character needs to share the load at some point.
Understood.
Say, if you need a hand, I can offer one, but I am probably weaker than you.
If so, not by much.
4 pores are better than 2.
Yep. But anyway, we will start walking.
Okay.
Mhm.
You start heading out, attempting to navigate throughout the forest using the signs.
Yeah, I was
The,
gonna say we stick to the signs.
The Sammy Boy and Kenny seem to have an okay idea actually where they are. Like they seem like they've been into the Fearful Forest maybe a couple times because they were able to quickly glance at a tree and just sort of go like this way, where you guys are sort of having to like search for where the markings are as they start leading you a bit south. Eventually, you can see in the distance as it goes on to dusk, as it goes on to nightfall, pretty far out where you can see the lights of civilization in the distance. They sort of look back at you guys and be like,
Civilization.
after a bit of traveling, Jim and Raph start to wake up and they're able to walk on their own. After a little bit of deliberation of like, what happened, what's going on, they explain basically what happened and that they don't necessarily trust that they're walking with you, but they beat the unseen, they could beat us. They say we're not arrested, let's just get out of the Fearful Forest.
Let's take the W. All right. I see the lights
Most
are
of them
so
start crying heavily when they remember that Kyle is no longer with them.
Sad
I
way to
don't.
die.
I was about to say I don't chip in my 2 bits about how little I care. But I see the lights in the distance and I go, I'd like a lot to get to civilization before, not before we have to sleep. I don't know how you guys feel. I think I can push through for a little bit.
should
Rain at all,
move.
by the way? Or was it just very windy, Custy?
What's going on?
Oh, she's asking if it started raining.
It did not.
Yeah.
Once
Okay.
the unseen left, the visage stopped becoming green and the sky returned to blue, clear skies. So, as you guys
Alright.
proceed towards the lights and continue through the forest, as it gets heavy into nightfall, you come across the outskirts of Mudtown. And it is there we will pick up next session.
All right.
Experience?
That is true. With defeating the unseen, everyone gets a level. I believe that would put you guys at level 3.
Nice.
Yep.
Indeed.
And I will let Piper know in between this session and next session that he can level up his character.
Wait, this is going to be funny. I'm done leveling my character.
You're gonna pick your stat to increase, or
Oh, I already know the talent I'm getting. Now when I give people an order to do stuff, they get advantage.
Nice.
Neat.
Nice.
I have to figure out what I'm doing for that.
So I get a 5 then, correct?
10 divided by 2. Sorry, 11 divided by 2 is 6. Average is 6.
Okay.
D10.
I keep forgetting that you round up.
Yep.
So I'm at
It's how 5e works. So
got it. So I get 6 plus 3 is 9, so I'm at 30 health. Okay.
and Beta gets a 5. His average of a D8 is a
Wait,
5.
Beta gets a 5.
Yeah.
Average of a D8 is 5. So if you roll less than the average,
Oh, okay, fair enough. So I get 2 more there.
wait, they're going to be leveling up. We're going to be coming back next time, and hope you guys are enjoying watching.
Yeah.
GG.
Mhm.